Hey!
Hello.
Hi.
We're back once again. Unfortunately, this week we are one player short. Liv had something come up and unfortunately could not make it today, but that is fine. We will continue onward into the breach. And yeah, all right, let's start out with some announcements. Announcements, as per usual. Of course, again, tomorrow, Infinite Horizon, usual time at tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. PST. It's great. Go watch it. Ramblemancy is back again this week, 7 p.m. Pacific on Fridays. This week, Lucas, John, and Freeman are going to be sitting down with Jake Kyle, a co-founder and co-runner of Q Times. They're great. And they will be talking about producing streamed content and running darker TTRPG games. Mm-hmm. In reference to YouTube, more episodes from the backlog of Ramblemancy are going up this week, including guest episodes with both Bree and Friends Who Roll Dice about video gaming and tabletop etiquette. Podcast reminder, Infinite Horizon can be found in podcast form on Anchor.fm. So that's if you want to catch up or relive past episodes on the go. It's a great way to do it. New episodes for those are up every week on Sunday. Ooh, another thing. So we got an upcoming charity campaign. Yeah, that's a thing. Revolt's going to be running a charity campaign for the Human Rights Campaign beginning the week of March 14th. Next week. That is March 14th. So next week. Stay tuned to watch on our social medias. Yeah, next year, March 14th, next 2022. We're announcing it now. No, it's March 14th. So next week, stay tuned. Again. Yeah. So to watch social medias and our Discord for information about that. I know there's probably going to be some giveaways and stuff like that. So keep an eye on that. Alrighty. Think that about everything. So we'll do introductions, starting with Cole.
Hey, howdy, hey, I'm Cole. You can usually catch me over on Friends Who Roll Dice, but on Tuesdays you can find me here playing Shahara, who has been revealed to have a shady past that came out so much sooner than I thought it was going to.
Aha.
That's me.
Alrighty. Draku.
Hey everybody, I'm Draku. I'm playing Kula, the Kobold Artificer, who just got a gun last session. That can never go wrong, so I'm very excited.
Made a mistake.
Big mistake.
All right. Lily.
Hi, I'm Lily at Lillianapolis on Twitter. Here I play Gehenna, Drow, Soul Knife Road has been revealed. Achieved, I guess. On Thursday, we're starting a little later, but Team Drake, the stream I'm guesting in, is coming back, and keep an eye on my Twitter for something in the following week, hopefully, unless something, I end up not doing it. Something should be happening on my Twitter soon.
Alrighty. And Leah.
Hi, I'm Leah. I play Toko, the big orc lady cleric of the group. We found out she has a type, and that type is violence and questionable morals. So we'll see how that goes forward, if at all. And you can also catch me on Twitter as That Geeky Artist and on a game on Sundays, every other Sunday. So this Sunday, actually, at rDerekP on Twitch. It's a Curse of Strahd game with a little twist. It's called Oops All Barovians, because we're all Barovians, and it's getting intense already. Oops.
And even though Liv is not here, I will plug Liv a bit. Liv's great. Liv plays Anar, the Urstras fighter of the group, and shipmate of Shahara. Liv's great. Liv, I think tomorrow is on Black Void. Yeah, it's Black Void tomorrow. On Weave the Tale? I think so. I think it's tomorrow. But go watch her on that. She's great. She's on a bunch of other things too. Just follow her on Twitter. It's that'll get everything.
Yeah, she's also on Under the Table. I think that's Friday. I don't know if that one's weekly.
I can barely keep up with my own schedule, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I know that one's
Consistently,
one of her
I'm
regulars.
just
But yeah, Liv
I'm
is
just like,
great.
what time is this game again?
Yes.
Check
Every
out
day.
Liv in a Day on Twitter. She's great. She's
Yeah,
hilarious.
she's got all her stuff.
She's probably making fun of Drac somewhere.
It's yeah. I came into the end of Black Void one stream and like I came into her bullying Drac more. And I was like, okay,
All's
the
right
one
in the
thing I
world.
came into.
We love you, Drac.
I guess me. Hello, I'm Colin. I'm the GM. I'll save my plug stuff for the end.
World's biggest sweetheart.
Oh, thank you.
Best friend. Best friend award. Cutest GM award. Going once, going twice to Colin.
Let's go ahead and get into the intro. Yeah, we'll see you in like a few seconds.
Okay, we'll be back.
Hello, we're back. I recovered from almost dying of happiness. Recap. So last session, what happened last session? I have the worst memory when it comes to recaps. Party captured the attempted assassin of
Bastard.
Shahara and revealed that it was someone from the Dejena's organization, who they promptly took of all of his things, including a gun and some nice boots, and brought him back to their tavern where they tied him up and began interrogating him. Shahar revealed a bit of her background and why this man attempted to kill her, and then promptly excused herself along with Anar following. Meanwhile, the other three interrogated the assassin, discovering a little bit of information, but really not too much. And he promptly died from having taken a poison that kills you at the stroke of midnight. Not necessarily kills, just deals a lot of damage.
Just died.
Yep.
Bastard.
And so the party kind of just threw the body into the basement and decided to just have a chat. Meanwhile, Jenna went to her boss to discuss how he was a traitor and everything. Boss was not a fan of that. He was unhappy about that fact, but also revealed that this assassin has a brother who is acting as an who is infiltrating the Xanathar Guild and acting as an advisor to Xanathar himself. But that being said, I think then party came back, and then they got very drunk and had attempted to have a serious conversation, and then no, no. And then the party went to bed, and it is the next morning when you all wake up.
Oh, my head.
Yeah, that tracks.
Ugh. Who lets me drink half a keg of wine?
I trust me when I say I do not think very many of us could have physically stopped you.
This is true. You win this time, Gehenna.
I tend to.
All right.
Shahara is going to bring out glasses of water.
I'd like to imagine Kula is just dead bugging in the middle of the floor, like from the night before. He's just laying
Amazing.
there.
Just arms cold and just.
I'll take some water, please.
It's right next to you, darling.
Do you need someone to give you bottle?
Oh,
No, No, I have this under control.
He like side drinks from the cup
Yeah.
Would
With
you
his-
like straw?
With his snout again.
with the snout, just like the little tongue action.
Oh my
Jenna,
god.
God.
it is taking all of Jenna's self-control not to just do the thing where you tip the glass up.
Oh.
Itoko's like slowly like inching her foot towards Kula.
He doesn't notice. He is just fixated on this cup, just eyes closed.
Stealth check.
Y'all drank a fucking lot last night. Dear Lord.
It was a
Was-
tough day.
That's fair.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of tough days,
Seems
what do we
have a
do
lot-
after that? Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of different leads to potentially follow.
Is the dead body gone?
We'll say by now that it's been picked up.
All
Yeah,
right.
Okay,
I
great.
probably woke up early, being the one who was most sober the night before.
Okay.
Probably done in the early hours because it's kind of hard to hide a body that you're dragging around in broad daylight.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So we've got a couple things we need to do. There's some boots we should get, probably figure out what the fuck they do. There's a man we got to see about a halfling. Is a halfling. Do we have to keep in touch with the guild people? Maybe. But there's a halfling in the guild. That just I said halfling, remembered the halfling in the guild. Whatever. There's a brother of the guy that tried to kill you. We could figure out some shit there. And there was probably more, but my ADHD ass is forgetting.
We don't have anything yet on the stone. We don't know anything about weird, strange metal mask.
So yeah.
Maybe we start. Oh god, I don't even know.
Well, there's things we got to get information about, and then there's things that are just common errands, right? We got to talk to the detective that we've already set up. We can do that first. We can get these boots identified probably by the dragon down the street, is what someone said, although that may have been an out of character discussion, so maybe
Yeah, let's take care of those things first.
yeah, the things, let's take care of the we knows first before we get to the
But we don't
know.
know because that is a much longer list.
exactly.
Okay. Detective first then?
I'm game if you are.
Okay. Let's go do that.
Rest of the party following as well.
Reluctantly, but yes.
Alrighty.
I mean, what else are we gonna do?
In the morning, you all make your way down the street to, I've forgotten the name of the place, the Tiger's Eye, I think is the name of it.
Yes.
Tiger's something.
Vincent Trench.
Yeah. And similarly, the door is locked. It's always locked, but there is the knocker, or there's a bell outside the door.
Ring a ding 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 a ding ding.
You ring
Hello?
it, and you hear some shuffling, and eventually Vincent Trench answers the door and says, "Oh, you've come back. Right. I assume you'd like a report on the progress of the investigation.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yes, please.
Come in, then."
Enter.
Is there smoke?
Oh, yeah. And he escorts you all over to like a series of like in just kind of a circle, like comfortable looking chairs, and he sits down in one of them. Says, "Please take a seat."
Secondhand smoke kills, you know.
He just kind of shrugs.
It's like, oh, good. I am the only one worried about health.
Can't you just fucking fix it? You're a cleric, you can heal, right?
I do not think that is how the healing works. If I'm quite honest.
I'm sure lesser restoration would fix it.
Yeah.
Do I look like I have lesser restoration?
I don't know.
Yes.
I thought yes.
Thank you, but no.
Ah.
They say flattery.
You know
will
what?
get
This makes me feel
anywhere.
good about myself, actually. Oh, wait, I do.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it's a second level spell, but it is.
Shh. I don't.
Anyway,
I just got second level spells, okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, the investigation is more or less finished. So my investigation yielded that this halfling was a member of a group known as the Shard Shunners. If you're aware, shard is a silver coin here in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Particularly, they're called Shard Shunners because they're lycanthropes, were-rats to be exact.
Oh, wonderful. Don't touch silver. That tracks.
Managed
At
to
least
why?
the rat man.
I managed to steal a few documents. Well, not necessarily steal, they would have noticed that they were missing, but take a look at a few documents. And it seems they'd been hired by some anonymous drow of sorts to spy on you and assess possible threats and routines.
I look at Gehenna.
hired by
Yeah.
a drow.
Do you?
The fucking drow we just, that died in our living room?
It's like,
I'm not aware of a drow that died in your living room, but
No, at Toko, who is just like, turns to Jenna, like, yeah, we've just dealt with a drow.
I don't know. You're the one who's also. Well, I guess now also Shahar. It seemed more up your alley.
That's fair, but I feel like it was pretty clear that the guy who tried to fucking kill our friend was probably the one who was also spying on us.
Listen, I am still with hangover.
I'm still with hangover.
I'm still with.
Kula is curled into a little ball, just covering his eyes and listening to this conversation.
One thing that's
Oh
probably
my
very nice is it is very dark in here, so.
Yeah.
Still too bright.
For the sunlight sensitive kobold with a hangover.
Yes.
Oh
They were
yeah,
actually
sunlight
paid.
sensitivity.
Yeah.
Oh
Those people with
god.
sunlight sensitivity and a hangover. It's
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, so
And pride. So
and pride.
so Gehenna and Shahara cannot see anything. It's just
I
Yeah.
can't give double disadvantage, unfortunately.
unfortunately.
I am not that hungover. I had 2 glasses of wine.
Hey,
Hey,
you're fine.
Shahara,
You're just
hungover?
normal blind. Just normal
Oh.
blind in the sunlight.
Yeah, definitely.
God.
She's acting like she
Right.
isn't though.
They were paid quite handsomely, actually, with gold and platinum exclusively, and there was a drop box they were to leave their information at. I checked it. There was nothing there, unfortunately.
So, how loyal are these were-rats? Is there any way we could figure out who hired them?
I did my best to look into that, including intimidating one of them, but they're not very loyal. They really worked only for money, but whoever these drow are did a very good job of concealing their identity. They have no idea who it was, only they were hired by a drow.
Damn.
Okay.
There are many more drow here than I thought there would be.
Be surprised.
Apparently, I have been very surprised as of late.
Yeah, fair. Appreciate it. That's some helpful information. Anything else? Any other questions for Mr. Trench?
Not unless you have any.
Shahara's gonna lean over to towards Gehenna, Toku, and Kula. Do you think we could get him to investigate the weird mask people?
I mean, if we want to, but
Do we
we
have
could
the
certainly
money?
ask. But that's
Or
the
the
thing.
Or what?
This might be a more high-end investigation than he's used to, which may cost more. and I'm not really flush for cash at the moment.
Yes.
True. Do you think,
We could.
do you think the stone might be something
We could talk about it. Ask him.
for
What if
prices?
Yeah.
How do you feel about stones?
Stones. Well, I can't say that, like a gemstone is always nice, but
I don't know where to go with this. Jemina.
That was a wild opener. I'm gonna be fully honest with you. No. So there's with you.
Sorry.
Look,
Oh
these are just people I grew up around. Okay.
Right.
Sorry, I just saw someone in the chat say I like rocks personally.
Listen,
That made
there's
me
something
laugh.
about a good rock.
Yeah.
A boulder.
Says Shahar.
I said what I said, and I stand by
Yep.
it.
You're valid.
Especially ones that are inspired by blue agate.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's some stuff going on in a little bit of the underground world of Waterdeep. There's a stone that's gone missing, and it's a pretty important stone to one Xanathar's guild, and we're pretty sure this is connected with some other stuff we got going on. And so we were wondering, would you
I could certainly do an investigation, yes. Of course, messing with the Xanathar's Guild is not my preferred terms, but I can make it work.
Well, it's good news for you. It's been stolen from the Xanathar's Guild, and they want it back.
Stolen by
Some splinter section of the Zentarim. Not fully supported by all of them, but
If we don't, it doesn't need to be found. Mostly just what is it?
yeah, identified is important. Helps us find it. We're more of the retrieval team, hopefully.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We will get the
No.
rock. We just want to know what it is, what it does, why we are getting it.
Very well. This would be putting me in the middle of more or less a gang war in the middle of that's going on in the middle of Waterdeep.
Potato, tomato.
But tell you what, I can do this for 100 gold. In addition, I would like that you post advertisements for my services within your tavern.
Ah. Exposure.
That part we can promise. Group huddle. I got fucking 7.
I do too.
For some reason, mine says 15. I don't know where it came from. This is out of character. Don't know if that's
You were shot with a
accurate.
gold bullet and you melted it into coins.
Maybe. It seems a little high. It seems a little high.
Yeah.
15 gold seems a little high.
For level 3, everyone else here has single digits.
I don't think I have anything.
Because we spent it on this dude last time we were here.
And on the
Yeah.
tavern,
Yeah.
Maybe if he is okay with exposure, he might be okay with vouchers for food or wine. Like, maybe we can offer him discount.
3 drinks per month.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to ask you, Kula. If you were taking money for your inventions, would you accept coupons for a tavern that has not opened yet?
Obviously, no, I'm a professional. But we may be able to have some leeway
Can we talk
with
about
him.
how the last time someone did this to us, we fleeced him for everything he had? Give
Yeah.
me
Yeah,
your
yeah,
hat
yeah.
and pants.
This
No.
ends with us
No, we're not doing
either
it.
making an enemy or going, we can't afford.
But we don't know. Maybe he likes to drink So maybe
Maybe
that would be effective.
Can we have tab?
We can come back and pay. It doesn't.
Yeah, we can. We
It's
don't need
good
to do
know
this
that
right away.
He'd be willing to do that, and we can put up the advertisement in the meantime.
Yeah, that's fair. Because
Down payment is exposure.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll come back once we do have the 100 gold.
Someone said Trench is gonna end up with Volo's hat.
Kula will never part with that item.
We just pass it around.
God, start playing monkey in the middle with Volo and his hat.
You'll lose
Oh
that
my
so
God.
bad.
It was so funny. It was so good.
Come on.
So, you guys, what are you guys saying to Trench?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so unfortunately we don't have that money right now, so we're gonna come back when we do. However, in the meantime, we will absolutely post your advertisement.
Tell you what, considering you've been good customers, I will get started on the investigation. I do still expect the money, but
Absolutely.
Of course.
We obviously invested a lot of our money into the tavern, so we will certainly be back, and this would be a great help to us.
I'll get started. And at the very least, if you don't have the money, just don't get the information. Quite simple. I could probably
Fair
use
enough.
it in some way or shape or form.
Absolutely.
That's fair.
Whenever you have flyers, if you have them now, we can take them. If not, you know where to find us.
Oh. And he actually goes over and opens up a drawer and pulls out like a stack of flyers.
Excellent.
Wow, you are just prepared.
I'd like to be.
We will get
Okay.
these hung up. Thank you so much. And we will be back.
I expect it.
Have a lovely day.
He nods
Goodbye.
and escorts you all out.
Ease up on the smoking. You will not have lungs if you keep going.
Just kind of laughs at that.
Okay, so it's what we did know. What we did find out is that he'd be willing to do such a thing, because, like he said, that would be putting him in the middle of a gang war. So, good to know that he'd be willing to.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
Gang war seems like strong use of words.
I don't
It's not
think so.
incorrect.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's not.
Also, I cannot believe you were actually right about that, Toko. Fucking down payment was exposure.
What? We are opening brand new
Yeah.
star of show tavern
Yeah. No, it just
down the street from him.
fair
Yes,
enough.
exposure would be great for him, I think.
Mm.
Especially when he fills his business up with
Once we
smoke like
start
this.
making money from the tavern too, this won't be as much of an issue.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes, more like gang antagonism than war per se.
Most gang antagonism is war. I think gang
Hey.
antagonism is the base level. War is sort of when the next level is reached, and the next level has been reached.
I guess.
Okay, so next we need to identify assassin's boots.
Ooh. Is there? I imagine the dragon we met. Hold on. I have his name written down. I have all of our neighbors' names. Actually, he's the only neighbor I don't have written down.
Which neighbor?
Rishal. It's Rishal.
The wizard.
Thank you.
Bookworm's treasure.
Or sorcerer,
Rishal.
whatever he was.
I had
Yeah.
it.
I have all of their names written down, with things next to them, like who they are. For him, I just had Dragonborn, who runs the Dragon's Bookshop, with a blank in front of it because I forgot to write his name down the first time.
Yeah, we'll go see him.
All right. I think it's like right across the street from Tiger's Eye. Let me look. It is. Yeah, it's like right down the street. I mean, pretty much everything is on the same alleyway. But you go in, then you see there's like one or two patrons there. One of them seems to be a wizard who's copying down spells. The other is just browsing.
Wonderful.
And Rishal sees you come in. He's like, "Oh, good. You're back. What can I do for you today?"
Who has the boots before we start talking? I'll volunteer to be holding them, but
Okay.
I was wondering if anyone else specifically would have had them. So I'm just gonna
Did Anar have them?
no.
I don't think so. I don't think anyone specified that they took them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Executive decision. No.
Cool.
Fine.
And Anar can have them depending on what they are, but for right now, to get them identified.
What are we saying happened to Anar, by the way?
We'll
Just had
say
to go with
I
police
Anara
students,
is
Calgary.
Cavalry.
well.
Cavalry.
Initially, we'll go with like extra hungover, so does not want to get out of bed right now. But rest of the day, yeah, dealing with various things.
Watch.
Griffin snuggles.
Dealing with the police after someone died in our.
No one knows someone died in our house except the private detective who, isn't gonna tell anyone.
You blurted it out in front of.
Yeah.
What about everyone at the party who saw us leave with him?
Look, he shot someone. So,
And
Those
we were
people?
not the police.
who cares? It's not like they have security
Society
footage.
would-
I-
Okay, you know what? That's fine.
Yeah.
No, but we're kind of an obvious group.
Yeah, but
Easily described.
what are they gonna do? They're gonna say, "Hey, these people took him," and we're gonna go, "No, we didn't." And then what do they do from there? They can't prove it.
Anyway,
I feel like eyewitnesses are fine, whatever. Move on.
Yeah, he's asked what he can do for you.
Sorry.
we have a pair of boots that need to be identified.
No, I can do that for a simple cost of 10 gold.
Okay. Huddle.
I have that.
Okay.
If
Do you want us to pitch in? I can pitch in like 2.
Sure. What's wrong with me?
I will also give you 2 gold.
Okay, and then
I
I'll
have
put
no
in
money.
and then I'll put in 8 gold. So yeah, we pay.
All right, you pay for the identified. He takes a moment and he pulls out like a small pearl and cradles it in one hand and casts the spell over the boots, and its eyes kind of just flash for a second. Well, these are drow made to begin with. Secondly, they allow you to move much more stealthily. They're made with particular elven craft work. It's more or less what they do. They kind of stifle the noise made by your footsteps.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
And hands them back to you. They are drow-made boots of elven kind.
Ooh.
Cool. Now,
Oddly enough, even though they're in the module, there's not a handout in the Roll20 for them for whatever reason. So I will just read to you what these do, because I don't know why it doesn't have them as a handout. Boots of elven kind. They don't require attunement. Didn't know that. So you put them on. While you wear these boots, your steps make no sound, regardless of the surface you're moving across. You have advantage on stealth checks that rely on moving silently.
It's pretty good.
Who wants those?
I feel like Johanna, those would benefit you.
I didn't want to say it, but I really want them.
Obviously, I'm
we can
already
give them-
too sneaky, so I don't need them. They're fine.
Or we can give them to me. And so it cancels out all of my terrible traits.
Cancels out all of my terrible traits. I wish I had boots like that.
Obviously, my only flaws are that I make very much noise.
Boots of perfection.
Boots of perfection. I need to put my armor back on. Hold on. Because then I have disadvantage on stealth and a -2. But you know what?
Armor at some point.
One thing to know about the boots, they don't require attunement, so they can be freely
Yeah.
swapped around as you see
You
fit.
know what? You keep them. You'll get more use out of them. If ever we need to
enough.
go somewhere and I would be dead giveaway, then I shall wear.
We'll trade shoes, so always pack spare shoes. Got it.
Do
I
they
mean, you can just
adjust
be
to the
barefoot.
wearer's size? Is
God,
that...
I hope so.
It's assumed that magic items adjust. Most magic items that
Oh.
require to fit correctly adjust to the size of the creature.
That's
So
cool.
rings adjust to the size of your finger. Weapons scale up and down based on how large you are. So like a giant using a +1 longsword, if you take its +1 longsword, it will scale down to you.
That's pretty cool.
Same with armor. So
Nice. Okay. Cool.
So I have now boots of drow made elven kind.
yep, Trout made boots of elvenkind. Alrighty.
Okay. So after we say our goodbyes,
Bye now. Bye-bye.
Okay, I've written them down.
wait. No, never mind. That wouldn't work. Trying to see what else. Did we sell those 4 paintings?
I believe you did.
Yes.
You sold those to pay for tavern.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, just turned to that page in my
Yeah,
notes.
you're good.
So yeah, I think this is probably the end of the nose. There's also I can sort of possibly arrange something to meet up with Gnarl, because he's so high up in the Xanathars, and I have a friend who's not too low on the chain in that. Not sure I can get us, fully an audience where no one's around and we can interrogate, but I think we could get some information, see what we could do about that.
Okay. So that's Gnarl.
Yeah.
And Cyril had mentioned that Urstel has been a pain to work with. I wonder if maybe we can track him down.
Yeah.
Do you think we should... I hesitate to say, do you think we should maybe find a job that will give us money after what happened with Volo? But is that something you think we need to do so we can pay for these things?
I mean, if the tavern, is any amount of successful, and it hopefully should be, I mean, we should probably also have some sort of advertising campaign, so we're not just, relying on people to go, oh, apparently Troll Skull is back up under a new name, under new management. We should probably,
Put up
get the word out
flyers
that-
and stuff.
yeah,
Okay.
an actual ghost will help serve you drinks.
We
along
do
with a
concert in
very
middle
hot
of
half-orc.
square.
I feel like that's a fine waiting to happen, and we do not have the money for a fine.
Well, what else are we going to do with Shahar?
I don't know. Whatever she wants, I
Parade.
guess. I once again, I'm just talking like word of mouth. The best advertising.
What? I do not have many friends. What word of mouth?
But you do have a friend who has many friends, and we also did save the life of someone very important in this city.
We did.
So if we can
We did.
to advertise our bar and grill.
It's like, hey, remember how we saved your life? You could return favor with exposure. And money, if that is what you would also like to do, but exposure.
I feel like the money part was taken care of when he looked the other way when we sort of stole a whole bunch of money from the safe house he was kept in.
I guess.
Because once again, he is an important political figure.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
I can go
yeah,
talk to my people, you talk to your people, we talk to the other people.
yeah, we can, friends in the circus, people like the circus, and, just
The Suicus.
I'll
talk.
see
Yeah,
what I
circus.
can find out about Urstel and see if I can track down his whereabouts.
Wonderful. He knows my face?
Urstel?
Yes.
So
The
you probably shouldn't come.
Yeah, so maybe that's the point where I go meet up with Nylor.
You
Okay.
could take baby.
I was going to say, Kula, do you want to come with me?
I'm not baby. But
I was
yes,
also going to say Kula should come with me. I didn't call you baby. That wasn't
that's
me.
okay. Can we eat some food first? Will that help?
It should, yes. Let's go eat.
Probably wise.
Brunch.
Different brunch place.
Johanna never gets to pick brunch ever again.
Okay, look, I was doing it for information.
And we didn't even get any.
I know the fucking dude was nonsense. He just talked about his boat stories. Fuck that guy.
So anyway, Jahar, where would you like to go have brunch? That we can afford.
So that's a great question that I don't have an answer to.
So we starve.
Shahar's recommendation for brunch and something we can afford are mutually exclusive.
The Venn diagrams do not overlap.
I was gonna say she probably usually eats at the Belanges because that's where she stays, but like,
You all do have cooks that you hired, so
Yeah,
you
we
can-
do.
You can dip into your own stores a little bit.
We should provide brunch for people. Be the change you
can-
want to see in the world.
God.
had back
bar-
We can
The-
test the dishes. Yes.
Incorporeal bar and grill and brunch.
Bar and grill and brunch. Woo.
Yeah.
we head back to the incorporeal.
Yes, to have the cooks make you something.
Is Rala
something.
there?
Probably, yeah.
I don't know if they're cooking, but if they're in the kitchen, Shahara is probably pestering them, helping.
They're probably just like setting
Mood.
up like drink menus and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, when are we opening this?
In about a week.
Okay.
A little under a week. I think it was basically a week when you all went to the ball. So like
So yesterday.
6 days. 6 days. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Cole, that is me with my best friend.
Helping.
Yeah, just
My
doing
roommate-
work, and I'm just like, hey, pay attention to me.
I'm horrible. Like, Rachel knows that I don't cook because I can't. So usually when she's cooking, she'll just hand me the spatchy spatch.
Yeah.
She'll be like, spatchy spatch master, get over here. Stir this. Don't
Spatchy Spatch is adorable.
Something.
Have you seen You Suck at Cooking on YouTube?
I've not.
Because all
That's
of his
familiar.
his like little slang in the videos, like she'll be like wang jangle this and add some pepper.
Amazing.
It's beautiful. It's great. I love it. Anyway,
All right. So after brunch, how are you splitting up to go do your various tasks?
if Kula would like to join Shahara, we're gonna go see what we can find out about Urstel.
Okay.
See if we can follow him around.
So you are heading to the Belanges. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Toku, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go find DeVille
Cool.
to talk to him about a few
He's at the yawning
things.
point. He's at the yawning
Dr.
portal as
DeVillis.
usual.
Yeah, I know exactly where he is.
And Jenna, you're going to Nalhor? Yeah?
Yes.
Cool. All right. We will go ahead and start with Toku going to DeVille.
Oh, okay. That's not where I thought we were starting.
We'll start there. Keep you on your toes.
Apparently. So I've
He's at his
as-
usual table in the yawning portal. Probably, I'm going to look at the various members. He's probably talking with one of the other members of the Doom Raiders. The annoying part is they don't like put they just kind of put it Doom Raiders in the stat block section, so I have to like scroll down to where the Doom Raiders are.
Fair.
He's probably talking with Tashlin about various Master of Arms mercenary business. Tashlin is this kind of dark-skinned, well-armored individual with a large great axe on her back.
Oh, I know who she is. For reasons you know.
Yeah, I know.
Ah, God. Okay. So I'm like, Davil! And I kind of stop when I see her. And I was like, hello!
And she just kind of looks and says, we'll finish this up later. And she goes off to get a drink.
What? You're going to leave? What? No, say hi? Okay, fine.
Again.
Shut up. How dare you? Listen, I'm the one who left. Okay.
As Dallas says, oh, good to see you. How's your friend? I assume all right.
She lives. I healed her very well.
And
So
the not so friend that you all so kindly took back to your inn?
he will no longer be bothering anyone.
Fair.
Not our fault, I will say. It is his own fault, quite literally. But we do not need to worry about that one. I have a few questions for you,
Right.
Devil. First, do you have any spare change?
Yes, but why?
Because I am broke, Devil. Okay, literally everyone else is spending money. I put everything in that inn, and we have not opened yet. We do not open for 6 more days.
Well, I can't just give you money. It's not really how it works.
Why not? We are old friend. You do not give old friend my... Wow.
But I do know
Talk
of a way
about
that you
friend.
might be able to earn some money.
On to second question. Does it have to do with and I don't know, I need to look at my notes, but Isvel?
Are you reading my mind? I assume you are, because you're correct.
There is only one woman with eyes that striking.
Fair.
And at the party that was in fact the second time I met her, yes.
Yes, it was.
Listen, keeping oneself identity is, all well and good, but you need to like hide the most important features.
There's plenty of people with very blue eyes. She manages to get by just fine.
All right.
And if she doesn't, then you've seen her skills with a dagger.
Oh no, I saw her skills. Yes. She was fast.
She is fast, yes.
Oh, Jesus. And then she had the shoes. And anyway, that's not really why I'm here. Although I would like to do something for my money. But also, as friend, and because we did tasks for you and all of those things, we do need, as I said, the incorporeal is opening in 6 days. And I would like a little bit of help spreading the word so we can have, a good big opening.
All right, but you owe me one.
Why would I owe you one?
Just a small thing here or there whenever I might need it.
Fine, as long as it
This is
has
how we
nothing
do
to do with her.
business. I give you
I
something,
know.
you give me something.
I'm well aware. That's why I don't stick around. But as long as it has nothing to do with her and she gestures to where the axe lady went off.
No promises, but I'll try to keep her out of it.
Okay. But yes, I would appreciate some help with the word of mouth, as you are well aware. I've not been here long. I do not know many people. It is mostly just you, and who apparently the people I am going into business with. They're lovely, by the way. I love them to death.
Good. It's important to understand and know who you're working with.
Yes, yes. And so what were you saying about this, I guess, job?
Well, I know that Esvel wasn't just at that party for fun, really. It was more business. She's got something planned, and I'd imagine she's probably going to make a decent bit of money out of it. Perhaps she needs help. Can't guarantee it. She likes to work alone, but perhaps you could persuade her to let in a few of you.
Use my feminine wiles. Yes.
Possibly.
And she slaps him on the shoulder. You know I'm joking. Anyway, so I should go talk to her then.
Yes, I think she should be swinging by Schimo's place sometime
Schemo.
sometime today, probably.
All right, I will pay Schemo a visit then, and see if I can catch her. So about the incorporeal, it is a fantastical inn that with a ghost bartender. We have made it all vintage. There are flowers. It's going to have brunch, because apparently this is a terrible place to get brunch. There is just nothing around.
Right. I mean,
We've tried to get
must be good
brunch
for it,
twice. It is
but
just awful.
regardless. Ghost bartender is definitely marketable for sure.
We do have a living bartender, because I know don't tell Liv I said this, but the ghost bartender does seem a little unreliable. Does like to throw things, poltergeists. But it will be fun. It may take some drinks to tables. I may make some drinks. All of those good things.
Right. Well,
And fun, catchy name.
I can definitely
Even
do
though
that.
it is not an inn, I feel like that may get confusing, because it is not an inn. We have used up all of the rooms. It is just tavern.
I'll put out the word. I know a few good noble contacts within the city.
Fantastic, wonderful. I greatly appreciate it. And don't never, you always come to this one, but maybe sometimes you can come to the incorporeal. Say hi.
I'll think about it. But I have to have a consistent place of business, of course. People need to know where to find me if they need to talk, but
Yes,
I'll
yes.
pop by every once in a while.
Okay, good. All right. Well, I guess that's that, since I am not good enough friend to give cash to, but
I can't just go around and give. If you'd be so inclined, Istrid can provide loans, but you know how.
Absolutely not.
Probably a
Fine,
wise
fine.
choice.
It's not like you're practically loaded, but
A lot of those are business expenses.
fine. All right. Well, as always, it's good talking to you, Deville. Thank you for the information. Thank you for the help. Do not, be afraid to come around. And apparently I owe you one, so I know you are going to come around.
At some point.
All right. Well, enjoy your drinks and the Eastrid. Goodbye.
He nods and you head out. All right. I think next then we will go with Shahara and Kula as you make your way to the Blonde State. So, to make your way in, what do you wish to start doing?
I should have thought about this a little bit more than I actually did.
I guess, were we gonna try to be sneaky about this? Were we just gonna pretend like everything's fine and approach, or...
I kind of think be a little bit more discreet about it. I don't know. Urstel doesn't hang out at the Belanja Estate, does he?
I think you all spotted him going in like once, maybe, but
Yeah, so
Doesn't hang
like he
around a
wouldn't
lot.
be here.
S-
I'm not quite
So-
sure where to start.
Are you if you wouldn't mind a suggestion, you're going back to the Bologna estate, right?
Mhm.
It could be under the guise of showing up to your employer's place and going, "I'm not dead," and that could be your sort of excuse. Is, "Hey, I got shot at that party last night, and I know you saw me get picked up, but like I'm all right. I'm perfectly fine." Because for some reason, sleeping heals bullet wounds in this universe.
It's fine. Poku healed the bullet
El-
wound.
yes, I was about to say.
Just
No,
heal
Toko
bullet
healed bullet wounds.
That makes more sense.
Shahara did not heal that on her own.
There.
Yeah, I think probably head in maybe because like I usually stay there, but now that the inn's like finished up, maybe under the guise of like coming to get my things, pick up some things to bring back to the incorporeal, and maybe seeing what Cyril's up to, where he's at, listening in.
yeah, going in, you're let in perfectly fine because they know you.
Mm-hmm.
And they're definitely glad to hear that you're all right. But as far as Cyril goes, he seems to be out at the moment.
Does he have a like I keep wanting to call it like a home office, but I don't think it's like
He's got a room, yeah.
yeah, somewhere where like ledgers and things.
As far as that goes, yeah, I'd say currently, yeah, he's it's unguarded but locked.
It's no problem for Kula.
I think yeah, so I think like after I greet people and say, "Oh no, it's fine. My friend helped me. I did come to pick up a couple things. We're opening a tavern, so I'll be back and forth a lot." To which, as we're walking like up the stairs, I would have warned Kula beforehand, like, "Oh, I'll point out this room to you. See if you can get in there."
Gotcha.
And like I'll be dramatic and distracting if I need to be.
He does the winking thing that he failed at doing with Johanna as well. Just like I got this.
Once again, I'd like to point out, because of the side eyes, it's hard to tell.
So Shar, you're going to be distracting to make sure no one stumbles in on Kula picking the lock.
Yeah, if I need
Okay.
to be.
You'll be running interference. Well, cool. Go ahead and make a thieves' tools check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is a 14.
14. And
Yeah.
you try for about like a minute or so. It doesn't seem to want to budge.
Okay.
You can
He
keep
just-
trying if you'd like,
yeah.
but the more you keep trying, the more time there is.
True. He's gonna kind of, stop for a second and just kind of, this is kind of whispering over towards Shahar. Just, this is I need different tools for this one. Let me get my other lockpick. But it's the same lockpick, but he's pretending.
That he pocket picks it. Yeah.
And then he'll sneak and try again
Go
one
for
more
it.
time. That was better. That was a 16.
16. You keep trying, and normally you feel a lock of this magnitude would budge under that, but there's probably it seems to be some sort of magical defenses.
Ah.
I don't have anything to help.
I don't have anything prepared right now to help with this.
You do know magical defenses. It still makes it's still possible to unlock it, just harder.
Yeah.
I wish I. Damn it. Okay. So I think. Um. I guess how. Is this a key that I would know Cyril keeps on him?
Yes. Well, Cyril keeps one on him, but it's shared by his wife, of course. They both stay in that room. So she probably has one too.
So I have invisibility.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what I want to do with this. Because I feel like if I turn Kula invisible, I'm setting ourselves up for mistakes.
Now, I had an idea, but I would want to clarify. Fairy fire. Do I have to see my target?
Let me look at fairy fire.
I can't remember.
Because I'm reading the thing and I can't.
You do not.
Okay.
You
Because
just
my
point
thought,
within range.
yeah, my thought was to cast fairy fire into that room and then start shrieking, "There's a fire in this room. Someone needs to open this."
An option.
It's incredible.
That's what my dice told me to do while we were talking. That's what my dice said.
Oh no.
So
Oh no. Okay.
oops, sorry. Let me punch my microphone in excitement.
Actually, if they come and open the door, and then I turn invisible, just might be crazy enough to work.
Okay.
Also, if they open the door, I'm not there actually. Go for it.
That's if they open the door.
Right? Okay, so yeah, Kula after attempting to mess with this lock a little bit longer, and then this plan kind of pops in his head, kind of shuffles over to you.
I have an idea.
That scares me, but go ahead.
I'm very smart. You should not be scared. So, this room is valuable, right? There are things they want to protect in here. So, I can make it look like there is a fire inside this room. And then I can say, "Help! There's a fire!" And I can go run and grab people because I'm very good at projecting my voice. And then when they run and open the door, we can sneak in.
Is the believable fire? Are you actually going to send things on fire?
No, it's not fireball. No, it's okay. We don't want to destroy anything in there. I know a special spell. It's called fairy fire, and it won't hurt it. It just looks like fire.
Me.
I mean, I can use real fire if you want. I just don't know if we don't.
No, just
Okay.
we can try. We can try and see what happens.
Perfect.
I
Are
might be
you
able
ready?
to help with the ruse. Because prestidigitation, you create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect.
Mm-hmm.
So I could make like smoke, like
Yeah,
a fog
you could.
machine. Okay.
You could make smoke. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Just kind of like snap, and like smoke coming out from the door.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So Kula just kind of puts his hand on the door and casts fairy fire. Whoops. Well, there you go. You get to see it. And I get to pick the color. Purple. Why not? That sounds
Okay.
cool. And intentionally, like on the back side of the door is where I'm trying to focus this, so maybe a little bit licks out from underneath or something.
Yeah. He's kind of like purple looking flames. How the spell works is like the flames are there kind of for like a little bit, and then it outlines objects.
Oh, perfect. So we have a
outlines
limited
creatures and
time.
objects in the area, and if you're outlined by fairy fire, you can't benefit from being invisible, but you're not hitting anyone. So you cast that, and I assume Shahara, you cast prestidigitation to create it look like there's smoke. And what do y'all do?
I give the way I cast the spells, I give like a low whistle, and then the smoke starts coming out from under the door.
All right.
And I'm gonna be like down the hallway. Is my room in the same hallway?
Probably not. No, not on this floor.
Okay. I'll be like pretending I'm just like walking down the hall or something while if Kula wants to go run and yell.
Oh, he does.
Oh, he does.
He starts sprinting
Oh, no.
as fast as waddle sprinting because he can't really run. Let's be like a cartoon and just
Help, there's a fire! There's a fire! I need help over here, please! I need people over here to unlock this door specifically because there's a fire!
and he's just
Unlock this door specifically.
he's
Does-
running up and down the hallway.
Does Kula run like the baby from the Dada line?
Probably.
Yeah, so as you do that, like a bunch of like of the various guards, because I think I mentioned in Waterdeep, nobles are allowed to essentially have a house guard to an extent, which is like a small private army. It's not that big, but it's a small private force. And they quickly run, and then one of them says, go get the lady. And one of them runs off and then comes back with a key in hand, and they start sprinting up the door towards where this fire is and quickly unlock it. And so as they unlock it, what do you all do?
I would have like been around the corner, and then I would have cast invisibility
Gotcha.
on myself, and then made my way that way.
And Kula is gonna throw himself on the floor and use that. What is it? The cry
Cower.
grovel bag. Yeah, the grovel cower bag.
Yep.
Yeah, and just roll around and be such a distraction so
Okay.
Shahar can like get in without any.
In that case, then they're gonna. I'm gonna say they're gonna suffer a penalty to their passive perception, and since you're already invisible, Shahar, you do get advantage on your stealth check to quickly like slip in.
And
As they kind of go, they open the door, and there's not really a fire. It's kind of like there's like the backside of the door is lit up. All right, go ahead and make a stealth check at advantage, Shahar, to quickly slip into the room.
Okay. Is with it just eliminates their passive perception. I don't get advantage, right?
You do get advantage because you're invisible.
Oh, that does make sense. Yes. Actually, I'll keep that die because then I want to use this one. Okay, that's better. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, you just slip by them, and they're way too distracted by Kula to notice. And as they kind of like eventually stop looking, they look over and they're like, "There's no fire." And then Kula, by then, I'd imagine you've probably bolted. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you're gone. They're like, "Where's that kobold?" They search for him, and so they start trying to look for Kula. Though one of them does close and lock the door, relock the door.
Okay. So I'm gonna stay invisible just in case. It lasts an hour. And I want to shuffle around and see if I can find either any letters, anything hinting at the stone at Urstel, yeah, anything of that nature.
All right. They go ahead and make I'd say this would be investigation. I'd say you'd have advantage because you're alone. You're not necessarily on a time limit right now.
Okay. Advantage? No advantage?
Advantage.
Okay.
You got plenty of time, so you have advantage.
All right, cool. That is a 16.
16, not bad. You do. You kind of going through it. It seems to be mostly just basic stuff, and you eventually do find like underneath like several stacks of things and like a bottom drawer does seem to be like a small like box that contains several like letters and whatnot.
Okay. I am not going to take the letters. If I can copy just like stuff of importance down, like quick notes.
Yeah, going across, taking quick notes. There seems to be one talking about how this is taking significantly longer than it should be. I expect the stone within the next month. I expect the stone within the next month. And it's just signed M, just the letter M. And it is stamped with the seal. There's a symbol of the Zentarim on there, of the flying snake. There also seem to be some other letters detailing back and forth between someone who, based on what you can assume, seems to be Erstal. There's one talking about a letter interception operation they were running, and how it got thwarted to an extent. You see that it was attacked in some sort, but Erstal managed to escape. But one, probably more recent, that's added in, talks about how just the stone is going to be on the move within the next month. Be ready. We can catch him when he's out.
Is there anything about a meeting place?
At the very bottom, there seems to be a very like odd set of like numbers and letters, some sort of cipher.
Copying that.
All right.
So, sorry, I'm writing really slow. Okay. I would put everything back the way I found it. Does this door, if I were to go out of this room, would I need the key to lock it?
You would, yes. Though actually, when you go up to try the door, you kind of realize, oh, you need the key to unlock it from this side too.
Oh, that's
So you are locked in the room currently.
okay. Is there a window?
There is a window though.
Okay. What floor am I on?
You're currently on the third floor.
Third floor. Okay. I'm still invisible. So I would like to I can cast a cantrip while maintaining concentration, right?
Yes, provided the cantrip is not also concentration.
Yeah. Message is not.
Actually, I'll check the invisibility spell.
Oh, right, because I think it
Might specify.
might be able to.
This invisibility does end if you cast a spell, just in general.
I have one more spell slot, second level spell slot. So in that case, I'll cast a message, which will drop invisibility to Kula, and just say, "I'm locked in the room. I'm going out the window. I will meet you outside."
Meanwhile, Cool is probably like hiding behind like a set of armor from the guards that are searching for him.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So then I will cast
Under a table or something.
invisibility again,
Okay.
and I will sneak out the window and
Okay, you
climb down.
flip up the window, and it is like a solid, probably 25 feet down.
Is this like a brick?
Yeah, it's stone.
Okay. Is it assumed I have my equipment and shit on me?
Yeah.
Because
You got your stuff.
then I would have the rope. Right? Do I have rope? Oh, maybe I don't have rope. Shit. Oh no! That's not good. Well. Would it be possible to get down to like a ledge?
From here, it's just kind of a straight drop.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
You
It
could
hurt. You
tank
could
it.
probably try and do some like roll maneuver at the bottom to break your fall. It'd still hurt, but it wouldn't hurt as much.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I do some acrobatic dancy shit instead of monk shit?
Yeah, you can do some. You can do some acrobatic stuff. So
Parkour
basically,
down.
you open the window and kind of like climb out to an extent, and just kind of shut the window, and you're just against it. You could try to jump and like do a roll at the bottom and just try to break your fall correctly.
Yeah, I
There's
guess
some
I'm
snow
gonna do
around,
that.
but it's okay.
I'm gonna Assassin's Creed this shit.
Alrighty, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Oh, so I have a +7 and I rolled an 18.
Hey.
25. I'll say you'll probably take with a 25. You'll probably take like a fourth of the damage.
Cool. I'm all right with that.
You reduce the damage by 25.
Take 3 points of bludgeoning damage
All right, cool.
instead of 12. Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
As you break your fall correctly, and you kind of like get up, dust the snow off of your clothing, and yeah. Kula, by now the guards are just looking for you. You've probably like slipped out the front door.
Yeah, that's the plan. Probably hiding like a building away, just like peeking around the corner, watching.
So I'm still
The gun.
invisible. I'd like to kind of put myself back in my room, so then that way I come out with just like a bag of like some of my stuff to start bringing stuff to the inn, and I'm acting like I'm none the wiser to whatever happened up there.
Yeah, you walk out. Meanwhile, you just hear the guards going, "Where is that kobold?" Like just searching around.
Oh, you're looking the little red one?
Yes. Have you seen him?
I think he headed down towards the docks. I saw him run out of here.
And they're just like, he's gone now, and then they just go back to their posts.
Sorry about that. I felt like I should have stopped him and then I didn't.
And they just kind of look like we don't get paid enough for this.
You guys are
Super
getting
cute.
paid?
Okay, they're guards.
Just kidding. Shara got
just-
paid. She got paid with a place to stay. That counts. Yeah. So
Room and board.
grab a couple things and I will go find Kula. I'll send Kula a message. I sent them off your trail. I'm making my way down this street. Meet
Down.
me at this point. I don't know, some visual that I can see. So Kula can find me.
All right. Yeah, and you can do so. You meet up
Yeah.
with each other once again.
Okay, so it wasn't all for nothing. I did get some information. Do you know how to crack ciphers?
Maybe. They're kind of fun.
I'll hand Kula my little note and the cipher's written at the bottom. I got this off one of the letters. And apparently they're gonna be moving the stone within this month, so... And Silver Mask people might have something to do with the Zentarum. Unclear, not sure.
Interesting.
And he's gonna just stare at this cipher and
Okay.
Already
take some
start.
time. Yeah,
That's
it'll take
fine.
some time. But while all the others are doing things, you can probably try and decipher it.
Okay.
Speaking of others doing things, Jenna, you're
Alright.
going to Nilehor
Yes.
at his usual outpost in the sewers.
Wonderful.
You get let in by the goblins once again, who this time say nothing and shove you in.
Wise decision. Probably they both get glares. And then she walks in like, hey! Like the fawns.
All right. And he says, "Oh, you're back. I assume you have a reason for returning."
A couple, first of all. I can do it consistently now.
Impressive. I figured I could sense a talent, so I figured you'd
Yeah.
go upon it quickly.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to establish the telepathic link with my friends. Still getting used to being able to do that. Right.
He kind of just looks and says, "Can't really relate to that. It's just kind of a thing we can do."
Yeah, that's fair. But can I respond? Can I just for flavor? Can I respond to him with my own telepathy, or would I need
Yeah,
to?
sure.
Okay.
He's speaking telepathically anyway, so
Yeah.
more or less.
Okay. Yeah. Then this is probably not happening out loud.
Yeah, it's mental.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've got some. I figured out how to do that more consistently, which is awesome. Thank you for that. Also, I was wondering what you know about a guy in your little club by the name of Gnarl.
Yes, Gnarl. Well, he's one of the advisors to Xanathar. Can't say I'm a fan of him. He's been trying to edge out the other advisors to get himself closer.
You
That
know,
being said, he's pretty cowardly, I'd say. He's a Grell for a bodyguard. It's assigned to him by Xanathar himself. It follows him around everywhere, as though I suspect it likely has other orders from Xanathar itself.
would I know what a Grell is?
Make a nature check.
Yeah. Wondering if they're like, Xanathar is, creepy and underdarky. So, and I'm from underdarky. Nature check, that's probably a 12.
12.
Maybe a 13.
You know some underdark stuff. Grells are
investigation.
these.
So 12.
Yeah, Grells are large creatures. I say large, they're medium sized, but they're large creatures that consist of what looks like a large brain with a beak on the front and several tentacles. The tentacles have some sort of paralytic poison that they use to ensnare their prey.
Yeah.
So they are relatively intelligent.
Wonderful. Okay.
Comparatively. I think so.
Appreciate that. You know anything else about him? He's
not really. Don't really trust him. You trust him in the field.
fair enough. Anyway, we could I could find and ask him some questions.
Well, he leaves the lair. Though, if you were to wish to go in, I could give you instructions on where his quarters are. It would be dangerous. You'd be walking around the lair of the Xanathar guilds, uninvited, so to say.
Yeah. Anyway, you could get me an invite?
Perhaps. With Gnarl, likely not, but if you wish to have a talk with Xanathar himself, I might be able to arrange that. Though be warned, a talk with Xanathar can often turn into much more than you bargained for, and can sometimes turn deadly.
Okay, that's good to keep in mind. Another important question: if things turned deadly in a little private meeting with Gnarl, how sincerely would he be missed?
By Xanathar, likely not that much. He'd probably find someone to fill the holes. Not really. I don't think he'd be missed that much.
His next of kin is no longer a worry.
It's true.
Dark joke. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. I think there might be a couple avenues we could explore.
Why is it you need to see Gnarl?
He's got some connections to someone who's not too fond of a friend of mine, and tried to get her out of the picture, and so
I see.
To know a little bit more about that.
Be fairly warned, he is a decently competent mage.
Thank you for letting me know.
He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but he is cowardly ultimately, and I suspect would crumble under threat of his life.
Fair. Okay.
Should you need that meeting set up, I could do so, but again, be warned.
I may be back if
I can give you instructions to his quarters as well, should you need that.
I'd appreciate that for now, but maybe I may be back to set up a meeting in case that's more of something my group decides is more viable.
Very well. You know where to find me. And he goes back to doing his various tasks that he does then here, ordering people around, etc.
Yeah. Do I get that sort of directions on where to go?
Yeah. He can give that to you, yes. So there is a secret entrance within the castle ward, in the sewers of the castle ward. It will lead you down into the lair. Now, once after you come out of that, he's giving you very specific instructions on where to step. Otherwise, it could end poorly. He stresses that it's a wrong turn could lead you, for all you know, face to face with Xanathar himself, into a couple other underlings. All in all, not great. So after coming down from those, after you exit the door at the bottom of the staircase, the quickest way to get to Gnarls, assuming that Xanathar is not in his audience chamber, is to immediately take a left turn out of the door.
Left turn if Xan isn't in audience chamber?
Yes, and he can't give you a guarantee of if he will be or not.
Yeah.
Go through the take a left turn, and then after you take a left, there'll be some large double doors. You just go through those. You will then go through a large hallway with several, I think there's one of those pillars. I'm literally looking at the map of the layer as we speak.
Yes.
Scroll to area X.
Thank you for the gift subs, Q Times. Well,
gift subs.
Our GM is busy.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
Awesome. You're great. Yes, there'll be several a large hall with several pillars. You're just gonna follow that down and take the first door on your right that will lead you into the audience chamber. At the northern end of the audience chamber, there is a secret hatch in the floor. That hatch will lead you down a level, upon which you can head down some stairs, take a right. That will take you into the kitchen. There'll be a bunch of kobolds working there. Pay them no mind. They won't pay any mind to you. Go through the kitchen, and then down into another kitchen room where there should be a halfling working. And then through the doors, all the way to the end of the hall, take a right. That should be Gnarls' quarters.
Okay.
And he stresses that you follow those instructions as best you can, because a wrong turn could put you in a bad situation.
Yeah. So, after exiting the door at the bottom of the stairs, take a left turn, and then there's some large double doors. Go through a long hallway with several pillars, and go to the first door on the right of that hallway. That's the audience chamber. And then at the north of the audience chamber, there's a hatch on the floor that we go down. We'll end up in a hallway that leads to a kitchen. Pay them no mind. We go into another hallway, leads to another kitchen. Will that guy pay us any mind?
There's no guarantee, but probably not.
Cool. Be ready to bribe him just in case. And then after that, we get to another hallway. And if we take a right at the end of the hall, that's Gnarl, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I think as you all reconvene back at the Incorporeal with your various missions and information you've gathered, we'll take a break there.
Okay.
Good place to do so.
Be right back.
Hello, we're back. Hiya.
Hi.
Yeah. Where we left off, the party had just gone on various different excursions to figure out some information about what to do next. And where we pick up, they're all regathering at the incorporeal as you all walk in at various times. Kula, you were trying to decipher the cipher. Go ahead,
Yes.
and I'd say that would be an investigation check. Yeah.
Okay, not bad. Oh, unless I just chuck my dice on the floor. Let's try a different dice. 16.
16. You spend time and you feel like you get a little bit of it, but it's not going as fast as you'd like.
Okay. I mean, he would keep at it, so if you want me to
all
roll
look in, it looks
a
like
little bit, but
it kind of looks like Kula's doing a crossword for a second.
At some point, after this conversation is finished, but just before I forget, would Johanna, with her experiences, be able to offer any assistance to Kula, like the help action in any way, or?
You'd have to spend time actively deciphering it.
Yeah, no, I know, but like more than just like a 6-second action, but like after the conversation has.
Oh
been
yeah,
had,
afterwards, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and she's done doing things. I was just wondering if I could help
Afterwards,
in a
absolutely.
meaningful way.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, so how did everything go? What did everyone learn?
Well, I managed to find some letters in Cyril's room with Kula's help. The stone is going to be moving within the next month. It was signed by M, which did have the wax seal from the Zentarum. There was a couple of correspondences from Urstel about letter interception that was thwarted, and Urstel managed to escape. And they're looking to move in on the stone again within this month. I tried to see if I could find a location for Urstel, and I found a cipher instead. So Kula said that he could take a look at that.
Okay.
And that's about what I found.
Wonderful. Colin.
Mm-hmm.
I remembered something I forgot to write down from last week. That's when I talked to my boss. He said they might be able to glean some information from the dead body.
Gotcha.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's another thing to add to our list of things this week of people to talk to is, Johanna and Shahar going to figure that out. Maybe other people too, but probably Johanna and Shahar. Sorry.
No, I get it. It is fine.
No.
Kula's just distracted, just face in a paper.
But that was the thing I've been trying to think of this entire session. I'm like, there's another third have thing. When I described the know and the don't know, there's another third no thing, and that was it. Anyway, sorry.
Dead bodies.
Love to see it. Not the bodies on the floor.
So
No.
if we wanted to talk to this Gnarl fella, the brother of the guy that tried to shoot you, there's a couple ways we could go about it. We could possibly potentially set up a meeting with the head of the Xanathars Guild, which is not, would be an interesting experience, so I've been told. There's, potentially more than we've bargained for happening with that, and the meeting could turn a little deadly, but it would give us an excuse to be inside there. Or if we want to go straight infiltration, my friend gave us a very detailed directions on how to get to this guy's chambers. The thing is, these plans mutually exclusive. There's no getting the Xanathar, making a distraction, and sneaking in the other way, because unfortunately, the way to get to this guy's place is through the audience chamber. So there's not really a lot of options for, mixing them both and getting the meeting together. And I think, making this decision should be something we wait for Liv for, but just in character, Johanna would mention it, but I, as the player, am like, I'm not suggesting we try and make this decision now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if we have to. I said I'd come back and see if he was.
Downside is that if we were to have an audience, he wouldn't be alone. Right? That's the drawback.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, apparently, I was informed that meetings have a chance to go deadly. Potentially. Only potentially. It's not a consistent thing.
But that could be said for life in general,
That's fair. Apparently, performing is deadly for Shahar.
Little did I know. I thought I picked a safe profession. Okay, so let's put a pin in that for now. Toko, what did you find out?
I found that the Deville is still as stingy as ever. But other than that, and the Istrid's fine, I guess. I did ask Deville if you could, spread the word about our, beautiful establishment that is coming. And he says I owe him a favor, but and I can get money because I am the only one without money. Or I guess we could get money.
Was there a job for us to do?
Perhaps I need to go see if there is a job. We would have to go to oh my god, I'm terrible with names. Sneeve?
Esvel. Schemo.
Schemo. I thought his name was Sneeve.
Sneeve. It fits. That fits for what he looks like.
I was imagining him, so yeah. All right, so Schemo's house, the one with the potions, yes. The masked lady will be there. I don't know if you all know. Did I tell you? Did you pick up on it, on who she is?
What do you mean?
The masked lady that we gave potions to.
Yeah. What about her? Is she?
And the
Okay.
Isabel that we met last night.
Yeah. Okay. Same. Okay. Cool.
Did I say anything about that yet or no?
We were
I
drunk. I
don't
don't remember.
Okay, fair enough. Anyway, she has they have the same sparkling blue eyes.
Who did... Wait, lady we gave potions to?
Yes, the other job we did to get money for the wheel. Remember we delivered potions to her. She had a purple dress, a black mask.
I think you were absent for that session, Cole.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Was
It would have
Shahara...
been,
Totally
it would have been discussed.
Was Shahara, like, there?
No,
Shahara was off
at work.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
at work.
So my in-character
He was like,
reaction makes sense.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. You were not there. You were busy that day. You get to
Oh,
meet her
right.
now, I guess. If you guys want to come, I was kind of just going to drop by. Schemes.
I mean, Schemo.
Schemo. Oh my god, I tried to call him Sneeve again.
Sneeve.
It's not his name.
Fair enough.
Schema's house to see if she would drop by and see if there is other jobs she may need help with. Deville says she's apparently trying some new business.
So we.
So we can go see, or I can go see, or whoever wants to come can go see if she has anything left. I don't think maybe not all of us, because that would be a lot to just show up at Skimo's house unannounced looking for friend.
Yeah, I think we can sort of. Shahar and I can go talk to my boss, see if anything, any new information has come to light, and you can bring your best friend and go see Schemo.
You know what? Maybe you and Skimo would be great friends. It could be like Playdate. While I talk to the adult. No, you're fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
He goes back to concentrating.
Do you want us to leave you here with the paper?
I'm just busy with this. This is a cipher. It's really fun. I don't think you could understand, so I must be the one to decipher.
Okay. I'm trying to be nice and see if you want to come meet a potion man. But no, you have to be rude.
Potion man? There's potion?
Yes, the magical potion man may talk to you about potions.
Can I take this with me?
Well, it is a piece of paper. Why would you not be able to take that with you?
Because maybe I will reveal something secret.
Isn't that the point?
I definitely would make sure not to drop it.
Okay.
He rolls it up.
Do you want to come or not?
Yes.
Okay. Just you talk to Schemo, and I will talk to Isvale.
Right.
You have no idea who that is.
No. Is that the one you keep getting flustered around?
I have never been flustered about anyone ever in my life.
Okay.
Oh, that's not true. At the party, I definitely saw you. You were really purple in the face over the
That is a lie.
pretty lady.
You're lying.
Oh, I know these things. It's okay.
No. If anyone got flustered, she got flustered, okay?
Why not both?
I was not the one making goo-goo eyes with our rock friend.
As they say in Primordial, ¿por qué no los dos?
Oh my god.
She's not here. I gotta.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, Johanna, we should go.
That's what I fucking thought.
Taking the old rogue tactic of just noping out before the conversation happens. I see.
Irish goodbye.
Yeah. Except in this world, it's a dark elf goodbye.
It's a dark elf goodbye.
All right.
Oh my god, wait, I love that though. That's hilarious.
Lily just disappeared.
Yeah.
Poof, gone. A dark elf goodbye.
I think a dark elf goodbye is more what Saloon tried to do to you, actually.
No.
Okay, she's not wrong. Ooh, anyway.
Oh.
Yeah. So, Toku and Kula, you two are going to Schemo's. He has a shop in town called Weird Bottles Concoctions.
That tracks. With his name being Schemo.
Meanwhile, Jenna and Shahar are going to the eye catcher, I'd imagine, yeah?
Yep.
Alrighty. We roll a dice. Going to the eye catcher first. So Shahara and Jenna, you two make your way over to the eye catcher and onto deck where everyone, like, once again, it's circus performers galore, all attractive, all of them.
Yes.
Yep, all of them. But you make your way to your boss's quarters.
Coded knock.
Yep. Come in.
Hey, I'm here with Shahar.
Oh, good.
Pleasure
With
to
the
see you again.
and you as Zardoz Zord, quote unquote, just kind of like bows. Says, I heard about the little incident involving one of my employees.
That's a word for it.
I would like to extend my greatest apologies. Had I known of his intentions, it wouldn't have happened.
I know. I guess, if you don't mind me asking, we had both been here for some time. Was he acting different recently, by chance?
He was more eager to go out on missions, yes.
And do you know if he had any ties to the Shard Shunners? Is that anyone he mentioned?
Sure. I think I know who they are, of course. I know a lot of things in this city. I don't know if we ever sent anyone out to meet with him.
Okay, I was just curious. It just seems odd that it would be all of a sudden that he would pull something like that.
Yeah, we've searched almost everyone on the ship by now, and it seems that he was probably the only one. Chances are you've been planning this for a while, just needed to wait for the right opportunity.
I would imagine so.
And based on what you said, it seems to be probably some sort of public spectacle goal, considering where he attempted it and when.
Went poorly for him.
That it did. So, is anything else I can do for you?
Were you able to glean anything from the body?
Unfortunately, no. The spell has limitations, and even though they are forced to answer the questions, they are not forced to answer the questions correctly.
That's fair.
We would have disguised. I would have disguised myself as one of those who he was working with, had I known who he was working with.
And he never let on he was working potentially with someone else?
There's a lot of things he could have done when he was out on the job, unfortunately.
I figured as much. You knew about as much as we did, so... Okay.
So, how did your lead on Gnarl go?
We've figured out there's two options. First is we could get set up with a meeting with the Xanathar.
That is an option.
Yeah. And the other is we could sneak into the Xanathar's base. We have very specific instructions on how to get to his rooms. Neither of those seem like great options, but he doesn't really leave there, apparently. Got a Grell bodyguard.
Well, if you're planning on meeting with the Xanathar, one thing I suggest is probably try not to anger him.
Don't bring Kula. Okay.
Anger. Most often, any
for legal reasons, that was a joke.
From what I recall, meetings with the Xanathar tend to be volatile.
Okay.
They can take the slightest offense in the wrong way, and well, if you're walking on thin ice already, then most people don't come back from that.
I wonder if there would be a way to...
We lost Aaliyah.
Oh no.
Leah's returned.
Leah!
I can't hear you.
Did that put everything back? It did. Okay.
Oh, that's because my mic was turned off.
Okay.
So I didn't make noises.
We made
What?
it.
Why? Why did it do this? My internet didn't even cut out. I'm on my hotspot. What?
Wild.
Who knows?
It just hates me.
Zoom.
Alrighty. Where were we?
Yeah. So, he's a dangerous type.
I wonder if
Very.
there's a way to lure him out.
From as far as I know, he never leaves his lair. It's a well carved out area underneath the city.
Well, Gnarl or Xanathar or both?
I'd imagine Gnarl moves around within the lair, but as one of Xanathar's advisors, he likely does not leave that often.
Is there any way we could get him to leave?
At this
Broda's
point-
funeral, perhaps?
This point, probably not. If he's working with his brother in this whole scenario, then he'd probably be wary as to doing anything to compromise himself.
That's fair. That's fair. He is good at what he does, unfortunately.
Now, there is one thing. Regardless of what you decide, I want Gnarl dead. Plain and simple. He has been a bit of a loose end, so to say, for a while now. I was thinking about it, but this more or less just makes it too risky to keep him alive with what he knows.
Fair enough.
However you choose to do that is fit. But that being said, one good way might be to reveal to his boss that he's a double agent.
I was considering that, but then how would that a double agent for
If
whatever?
you can
Saloon
somehow
worked
convince
for.
Xanathar that one of his closer advisors is working against him, then perhaps. There's also one bit I sort of asked Snarl when he went down there to take, originally it was my bag of holding, but it contained several barrels of smoke powder, which he could use to destabilize the layer, so to say. If those were to be revealed, then it wouldn't look too good on him.
No, it wouldn't. And perhaps he's
I'm not sure
a
where
double.
he's storing them, but
Yeah, maybe still in the bag. Hopefully, still in the bag. But
maybe. Oh, and as payment for dealing with him, you're free to keep the bag. It's yours, provided you can find it, of course.
oh, that's fun.
I can always get another.
Fair enough. So if we reveal him as a double agent, is there, Shahad, do you need any more information from him, or do we just want him gone? He's a tie to something that's threatening to you.
I guess I don't know. I don't know if his brother was in on anything. It would be nice to be able to ask him some questions, but
Maybe Xanathar would be inclined to allow you to question him before whatever fate he decides.
That's
could be
yeah,
a
that's
reward for revealing.
Perhaps. Though I wouldn't go around requesting a reward necessarily,
No.
or at least not too strongly. The Xanathar tends to believe that he's egotistical and likes to be praised, and you don't really ask him for things. He sort of either commands you or gives it to you.
Could you imply things?
Possible.
Like, oh, you're so renowned for your generosity. Of course, you might be able to give us just a couple questions, you know?
That's how you see fits.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think this has some potential. I appreciate it, and regardless of how it gets done, Gnarl won't be a problem anymore.
Good. Now, I've been thinking about something. It looks over to Shar. Since we'll be working close together, I suppose I should come clean to you about this. And he sort of just like kind of snaps his fingers, and his entire visage just changes. And he is now a tall drow figure with a large hat with a large feather sticking out of it. Gold, purple, and blue clothing, spurred boots. A very ornate, intricate rapier at his side. A very unique looking bracers on. It says, I'm not Zardoz Zord, that's sort of just a cover of mine. Jarlaxle Bainray at your service.
Yes!
I'm sorry.
Name drop.
What was the name?
Jarlaxle
Jarlaxle.
Bainray. I will type it in chat.
Jarlaxle.
I love him.
Oh, he also has an eye patch. That's one thing to note.
Which side is it on?
Cool, get out
God.
of
I think it's on
here.
his right eye. I think it's on
Yep.
his right eye. I believe it's on his right eye.
Bay Ray, are we right?
It is on his right eye. Yeah, he sees a large purple hat with a white feather coming out of it, a purple cloak, black and gold, very fancy clothing, spurred boots, a very ornate gold and purple rapier.
Do I know this person?
But let's say you could roll a history check for drow stuff.
12.
Yeah, you're not super sure who he is. You might have heard the name once or twice, but
What? Pleasure to meet you again?
I suppose. If you're wondering how I knew, well, why I employ drow associates and whatnot, well, you can see now. I run a little operation called the Breaking Dearth. It's a collection of drow whose houses have either crumpled to dust or abandoned them, kicked them out, so on and so forth.
I suppose that does make sense now that I'm thinking about it.
If you've ever been to the city of Menzoberranzan, that's where I'm from.
As am I.
Mm-mm. I haven't been personally.
Good. It fucking sucks.
It's
Where
not
I'm
great.
from isn't much better.
The politics are quite
That's fair.
literally cutthroat.
Yes, it's
Oh, same with where I'm from.
Eh,
It tends to run. It's a drow thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Spider
fair.
Queen and
I'm
all.
on the eastern, more east.
Where are you from?
You know, the nickname of the place that I definitely don't. Didn't make up, I don't think. Can I make one up on the fly? I don't know. I'm gonna try.
There's another major drow city that doesn't get talked about a lot.
Oh, he probably tipped his hat too. And one thing to note is he's completely bald too. He is bald.
Power move.
And
Has
Lieron.
and he has many magic items.
Yes.
Like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is 11 magic items that carries
Yeah.
with him.
Oh God. I'm from Enlieron.
Oh yes, that place. I visited a couple of the drow cities, more or less, but right now I'm sort of doing a thing with the Luskin. I'm technically the Lord of Luskin, the Hidden Lord. It's a whole thing there.
I don't suppose you would think that other drow groups would be interested in things that are happening in Waterdeep?
From what I can tell, a lot of these various parties seem to be interested in whatever this stone is.
That was what I was worried about. Do you know anything about it? What it is? What
Not
it
really.
does?
From what I can tell, it's associated with a lot of money. That's
I guess that is like the number one motivating force behind everything.
Yep.
Okay. I wasn't sure if
Well,
it
there-
was magical or something.
I know there are many drow groups that roam around or vie for power down in the Undermountain, but you don't want to go down there, trust me. Ugh.
No, I don't
Fair
want
enough.
to go back underground. I'm good. I wish my eyes would adjust faster, but
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Skullport might be an option. Maybe you could find some drow there. Place is also not great, but it's better than the Undermountain. And it's connected to the Undermountain. There's a couple ways in.
Is Skullport a part of this city or is it a different city?
It is a different city. It's under the city.
Fair enough.
Currently, I believe Xanathar controls it. Xanathar Guild controls it. Though it's changed hands many times. There's a couple ways in. All relatively dangerous.
That sounds
Fair enough.
correct. Yep.
As far as I can tell, you can get in through Xanathar's lair, through the Undermountain, or probably the safest option through various sea caves outside of Waterdeep. But even then, there are creatures in the water.
Yeah, we need to figure out how to not fucking drown.
Also that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
Thank you so much for sharing this information.
Of course. And don't let anyone know that I'm here in the city or who I am. Just call me Sawdust Sword. There are some people that would not be too fond of me being in the city. They wouldn't try to kill me or anything, but they'd want to know what I'm up to, and I really don't like that. Particularly Earl Silverhand. Don't let her know. We have some history.
After last night, I understand.
now that you know the nature of our organization, I mean, you're welcome to join.
We have an opening.
Yeah, brand new opening.
Oh, goodness gracious. I like to keep you both on your toes anyway.
Fair.
Fair enough. I just turned to Jarlax will go.
Will she join? That was quite the reveal. And I'm so sorry. Is Skullport like near Waterdeep, like just outside, like under?
It's literally underneath Waterdeep.
Under Waterdeep.
It's connected to the Undermountain. It's accessible. There's a series of like sea caves that you can get in. There's, like I said, there's 3 ways to get in: Undermountain, Xanathar's lair, or
Caves.
sea caves. Yep, sea caves.
Okay. Okay. That would explain why you know the tattoo.
That it would. Well, I have business to attend to. Consider I need to continue searching through the entirety of my organization to make sure there are no more traitors in there, and that's time-consuming. Ugh, boring.
Very busy, very busy.
Wish you the best of luck.
We shall be in touch.
Of course. And he just kind of like nods his hat, and as he does so, turns back into Sawdust Sword.
Excellent.
And we leave.
Yeah.
All right.
I love him.
I love him.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
he's so
I
good.
love
He's
him
the
so
by far
much.
icon in this game.
An icon. Listen, he's also
An
like
icon or a
partially
bicon?
in Sugar Daddy. Okay.
Yes.
Hashtag yes.
Wait, who's Sugar Daddy? What?
What?
Isn't he the in Sugar Daddy?
Who's?
The inn.
Oh yes.
Didn't
Yes.
we get money?
Technically,
He's our-
yes, you did give
He's
me
our
money.
sponsor.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to talk about that. Yeah. I'll just.
It's assumed you can ask him for it, and yeah, he'll do it.
I was gonna say as we leave, I just like if I see one of my 2 buddies, I'm like, hey, can you ask the boss to like advertise our inn so that we actually make money off of it?
And one of them just kind of like nods. That being said, I was gonna say, oh shoot, I forgot something. Oh yeah, Jarlaxle has like a whole history in D&D. He's in the Dristo Erden books.
He's a great character.
R.S. Salvatore books.
Yes.
He's a whole thing. That's the reason he has a fuck ton of magic items.
And that's
those books.
Does
and
he
that's
share?
the reason I'm part of this faction.
Doesn't really share now.
He doesn't share.
He can attune to all of them.
He's awesome.
He just has a feature called Master Attuner where he's allowed to attune up to 5 items.
That's
Yes, you
bullshit.
do. You know.
Yeah, Master Attuner.
Is that a feat you can have?
No, I think
I assume not.
Artificers get it something similar later on.
He's an NPC. He doesn't play by
Oh.
the rules.
I
Correct.
know.
But that being said,
He is the sole reason I am a part of this faction. I love him.
that being said, so meanwhile, the other group, you two, are over at. You head over to Schemos. It's kind of like it's in
think
the
you mean
trades word. It's
sneeze.
an okay looking place. It's schema or weird bottles concoctions. And as you walk in, you can probably hear a conversation going on.
What do I hear?
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Give me a moment while I find it. Is it there? Nope, it's a little bit up. It's right here. You just hear a woman's voice. These had better be good, Schemo, or you'll have hell to pay. The last time you sold me something faulty, that poor woman suffered for your mistakes, and I don't kill, and I don't plan on doing so anytime soon, but I can make an exception if you try to pull that again. As you kind of walk in and see Esvel leaning over the counter at Schemo, who you see a small, greasy-looking gnome.
Doesn't that look like a man named Sneeve?
He does look like a man named Sneeve. He really does.
Behold a man.
He looks like a named man named Sneeve. He has kind of like basic clothing on, a small dagger at his side, kind of like greasy hair combed over to one side, and like a yellow cloak that goes over one of his arms. And he has like a small beard that goes down to a point.
A man? I could never.
And
I've
he
never
says,
seen a man.
Yes, I know. And he says, here, and he pulls out what like two. There's like a stool he stands on so he can be level height. He pulls out 2 bottles that seem to be completely empty and hand them over. And she kind of like takes it, like shakes a bit, says, good. And she puts it away in one of her pouches.
Schemo, friend of mine, good to
What?
see you.
Why are you here?
I'm actually not here for you. You.
Oh, hello.
It is good to see you again, as lovely as ever. I hear you have money.
I mean,
And
no,
I
yes, I do have
am
money.
very skilled and would like to job.
Who told you about this? Was it Davil? I bet it was Davil.
Of course it was Devil. Who else would it be?
You can never keep a secret, ever.
Well, I mean, I kind of already knew things. Anyway, we've already done, a job for you. Was the ones we handed you faulty? Because I know he's a bit of an unreliable supplier.
No, that was a long time ago. And she kind of like gives like a sigh at that.
I see. My condolences.
With the gun cooler.
You can't do that.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God. You're
Do
okay.
we have a problem?
No. Kula, please put the gun away. You've had it for one day. God.
Yes, that was a long time ago, but are you sure you want to do this? I know you're friends with the dancer over at the Belange's. God, I couldn't remember it for a second.
Yes, the one who got shot
Belange's.
last night.
Yes, is she all right?
Yes, thanks to me, she is perfectly fine.
Good.
The man who shot her, not so much. That one was not my fault.
Glad to help with that.
I wish it was, but it was not. Yes, thank you for your help, by the way. Unexpected, very much appreciated.
And she kind of looks over at Schemo and says, "We're using your back room," and he goes, and just lets you all into the back room.
He's like, goodbye, Schemo.
And she goes in the back room and says, "So how much has Davil told you?"
Basically just that you've got some sort of new up and coming business that you might need help with.
Right.
That's it. He didn't tell me much. Just that you might have,
one
work.
for that. Well, I'd imagine you could probably surmise by the fact that I was staking out the Belanges last night.
Yes, and the fact we did already deliver you potions and things.
Those potions were for something else, but I had to buy some more of a different variety today. But
I see.
The reason I inquired about your friend is, well, of course I'm robbing the Belanges.
Honestly, I don't think she will have problem with that, as the father has turned out to be fairly sketchy.
Oh, that family is into so many
Oh,
dirty things.
wait. Are those guys that have been looking at the Belanges yours?
I've been looking at the Belanges. No, I work alone generally.
Oh, well
They
then I
have
guess
something of mine. Yeah, mine.
it's not a stone, is it?
It is not a stone, no.
Okay, fantastic.
I know
That
what
is a
stone
whole
you're
nother
talking
thing.
about, though. That stone that's been making the rounds throughout various circles. I don't know much about it, but
Neither do I. I'm very confused about the stone, but it is what we are involved with.
well, they have something of mine, and I want it back. Quite simple. Should you wish to participate in this and break in, I'd imagine they'd have several things of value that you could probably snatch for yourself.
Well, I'm not usually one for the stealing. Also, I am not good at it. But I have friends who are.
Everyone has a job and can have a job in this. And if your dancer friend wants to participate, could be a useful asset having someone on the inside. Though I suspect she might have a bit of issue with me.
Why would she have an issue with you?
Right. Most people don't know. Give me a second. And she kind of like takes some like clothing out of her bag. It says one moment there's like a curtain she pulls over, and then you're just like shuffling and whatnot. And then she comes out in like find a picture for description purposes.
We had this
In dark clothing and kind of like pink rimmed hood, and like a mask that comes down to 2 points here and there. It says, if you can't already tell, I'm the Black Viper.
I have no idea what that is. I think she said something about it at some point. I genuinely have no idea who you are.
She probably has an issue with me.
But very
I might have to get a new
impressive.
outfit for that so she doesn't recognize me.
I just rolled a nat 20 for Kula to recognize what she's
Okay.
talking about.
So, the Legend of the Black Viper. Long
Okay.
ago, there was a thief, assassin, etc., known as the Black Viper, who he did a spree of crime across the city, and then eventually was presumed dead. Look at this, actually. The Black Viper was a notorious burglar, pickpocket, mugger, and assassin that was claimed to have died a century ago after a long and nefarious career. However, recently there have been reports of the Viper having come back.
So she's Black Cat from Spider-Man.
Kind of.
She's Felicia Hardy.
Oh God.
Oh.
But she's a rogue.
But Black Viper is a myth. Are you?
Well, myths can be very
Literally
useful.
in my own home.
Yeah. Yeah.
On this, the day my daughter's wedding.
Yeah.
No, this is fine. Carry on. No, please.
So
myths and
obviously
legends can be
Shahar is going to be
useful when
totally
utilized
fine with it.
correctly. Oh, clearly, yeah.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna kill each other. It's cool. It's cool.
Listen,
She already
Listen.
tried once. I'll get her.
the drama.
We don't know that.
I don't know anything. Toko knows nothing ever.
I meant to mention that to Shahar at some point and then forgot.
Legends can be very useful since they think the Black Viper is back. The second I show up, they give me, the nobles always give me their purses and run. If that doesn't work, I draw a dagger, and then they give me their purses and run.
So you're not a real Black Viper.
No, I am not.
Okay. I thought so.
It is smart though. Use the legend and fear to your advantage. Not that I condone the thieveries.
Well, nonetheless, as you know, the Bolangers are into acquiring antiquities and the likes.
Yes.
They have a particular antiquity that belongs to my family, and they obtained it after my family was disbanded, or they banished, rather. And I want it back. Pretty simple.
Okay. It sounds fair enough. Returning an artifact that is yours. But how much are we talking about?
Depends on what you grab. Jewelry can be worth quite a lot. They probably have some magical items here and there.
Okay. Well, I don't really want to rob Shahar's bosses blind, if you know what I mean. Because that would be a bad friend thing to do.
Well,
She's now like thinking about should I tell Shahar anything? A good friend would, but also I'm broke.
I don't know. What would Toko do?
God. What is with all of this moral ambiguity?
It's a turn on.
I shut the fuck up. I say to the devil on my shoulder.
who is just, the Gehenna figment of your imagination.
God damn it. Wait, so is Kula in here with us, or was he going to talk to the potion man?
Yeah, cool.
Oh, cool. I'm here.
Yeah, Kula's been in here. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Because I was questioning the
Kula.
whole
Yay.
legend.
Yeah.
Kula could stir up some shit if he really
Oh.
wanted to.
I love
Kula has no clue that there's any kind of connection or anything. So if he just happens to drop
Honestly,
like, oh yeah,
Toko barely realizes because she's like, Shahar said something about a black viper once.
You guys don't know that full thing.
That's a whole other
So
thing.
she's like, I'm sure she'll be fine with it.
yeah.
It's money for the tavern. It's fine.
What you gotta do is you gotta make sure you're sleeping with her first to create maximum drama.
Oh my god, is this a fucking soap opera? This is a
Oh.
gay soap opera.
Okay, you literally had almost your first kiss with Lennar and then immediately got fucking shot. So yes.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I will be honest. I was talking to like some just friends in a call, and I described one of the things that I had written. They're like, "This is very soap opera-y," and I'm like,
Yes.
yeah,
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, would it be gay if it weren't? You know what they say, be gay, do
fair.
heist.
Yep.
It's all about the drama. But I think we
Why
can...
is crime so sexy?
Is it?
Leave me alone!
Loyalty or cash? That's the question.
Okay, anyway.
Make stacks.
Gotta
keep
ignore the
friends.
chat. Ignore the chat.
It's not just
I
chat, it's
think-
us too.
Age of Fit
I will have
is
to
on
discuss-
a roll tonight. just a shout out.
Tends to be.
Yes.
Yes. I will have to discuss this with the others as they would have to be involved to get what you need.
I want to be careful mentioning. You can mention my name, just don't mention my title around your dancing.
Well, then why did you tell me?
I trust that you can keep your mouth shut.
Toko? No.
Motherfucker.
May cause issues then.
Like, you, go talk to potion men. Get out of here. The adults are talking.
I am also adult.
I'm like literally like nudging him with my foot towards the door.
I don't want to talk to him though.
You said you wanted to talk to potion.
I didn't remember it was this man.
I don't think you even met this man.
Oh, did I not? Sorry. Didn't I?
I don't think we met him, did we?
You guys haven't met Schemo before.
Oh, then never mind. Okay.
Before
He's like,
before
no, I
today,
don't like
never
him.
met
He is
Schemo.
greasy.
Rewind.
Okay, I'll go talk to him.
Or look at your cipher thingy.
Yes, that's what I'll do.
And he like goes in the corner and like pulls it back out and starts staring at it some more.
Okay. Now Toko's flushing a little. Anyway. But yes. I will keep it on the down low. As you wish. Not that I really understand the whole Black Viper thing or really care. But I do admire your combat skills that we got to witness last night,
Yes,
and
when-
appreciate your help with apprehending the that bastard.
Of course.
So I think we can do this for you.
Right. And of course, jewelry and whatnot, there'll be money to get out of it. I'd imagine Davil could probably set someone up to pawn it off.
More than likely, yes. As nice as he is also sketchy. That is why I'm not really still part of the Raiders. And yet I am still doing crime.
Well, when you're involved with Davil, that's usually where it ends up.
God damn it. I will not be doing any more crime once the inn is open. Oh, by the way, have you heard of the incorporeal?
Now
Yes,
you're
we are-
bringing her into my other house?
You're not here. Yes, me and the others are, opening an inn. We call it the incorporeal because there is a ghost bartender. Very nice, yes.
While you're doing this, she's probably pulled the curtain and is just like changing out of Black Viper attire back into noble attire.
That's fine. I'm just gonna talk to her through the curtain. You should come by for a drink. We also will have brunch because there is no good place for brunch here.
Right.
Astonishing.
I'll stop by at some point.
Ula is like peeking over the paper, just kind of.
I thought you were going to say the curtain. I was
No.
I was about
What?
to kill Kula.
How can he reach that far over?
That's a good point, actually.
No, he's in the corner hunched with this little paper, but now he's eyeballing because he already called out Toko on getting flustered around this lady. So he's eyeballing. Just
And now she's changing in the same room as Toko.
Hey, technically she already did that. Okay, this is
Did.
round 2.
It's getting
That's-
hot in here.
Also known as 0.5th base.
I am
0.
literally not even like halfway to first base. Leave me alone.
That's what I said. 0.5th base. Halfway there.
Halfway- oh my God.
there.
But yes, you should come by.
Living
Come
with
see
crime.
Lift, the amazing ghost bartender.
Right.
Oh, and the other one, the living one.
Living.
This is just
I forgot his name, and apparently this is
There.
going to be a running thing for Toko. She does not know names.
their name.
Sorry.
And she finishes changing, comes out in her noble attire. Says, right, well, I'll stop by soon, and if you're interested, just talk to Dabble. He can contact me. If provided your group is interested. Tell you what, if the group's interested, stop by my estate over in the Sea Ward.
Absolutely, I will. Wait, just me or all of us? Because there's like 5
Anyone
people.
interested.
Then I will be stopping by.
Right. Oh, and really, it's no issue with the whole attacking the assassin thing. Char's been hurt once, and wanted to let her get hurt again. And
Oh, that's very sweet.
Suspicious.
and with that, she kind of like tucks away the 2 potions she bought into her bag, and then says, "I will probably see you around."
Hopefully so. And hopefully I will have a gift the next time I see you.
Nods, and she heads off into the crowds.
All right, bye-bye. See you later.
And she just kind of like puts her hands up.
I think that went very well. We are going to get money.
Yeah, you did great.
Why did you say it like that?
No reason. No reason whatsoever.
Insight check.
This is a train wreck.
I've got high
jeez.
perception and
oh,
insight.
jeez. What is this? Deception. Oh, -1. So 8.
Excellent.
What do you mean -1?
Oh, well, -1 for charisma because I
Okay.
have a. Sorry, 8
Oh my
total.
God. Well, I mean, I only rolled a 10, but still.
Oh, okay.
It still beats it.
Still beats
Uh-huh.
it. Yeah,
Sure.
he is implying,
Heavily.
Like,
heavily
alright, listen,
implying.
you little shit. It was a business arrangement. She has money,
Mm?
okay? And hopefully Shahar will not be upset. And we're not saying anything about the Black Viper thing, apparently.
Okay. Is this an arcane rune, or is this the depths of her eyes that you want to stare into?
Kula, I'm going to throw you off of a fucking bridge.
You might be a
You
little
keep
distracted.
testing me, I will get the crib.
The test is complete. 100%.
Wait, what do you mean?
You ordered the crib already.
I know. I mean, I'm gonna stick it in his fucking room.
we had.
Gonna pick it up and beat him with it.
Oh my god, I can't.
Oh.
Like, I will steal the other bed. You will have nothing but crib.
Oh my god.
So yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we're going.
Kula,
And then we walk out past.
Kula, since you spent time looking at the cipher, go ahead and make another investigation roll.
Woo.
Big money, big money.
Looking at it, I know, right? Well, base 11, 15.
15.
No.
You've been spent time looking at it, so DC has gone down, so that is enough.
Okay.
You kind of figure out it's written in various different languages, but you can decipher it into what seems to be a list of street names throughout the city,
Okay.
like a path of some sort.
Okay, so there is like an order to it that kind of sounds like a
Like a route
directions.
you would take through the city.
Okay. Okay. So yeah.
I guess we're going out from the back room.
But
Unreal.
and one thing to note is that it does list Troll Skull Alley as one of the streets that it goes through.
Torkar. This road.
Yes.
This road, Troll Skull.
He's gonna show her and like really quickly just
This is like a path, and it looks like it goes past our incorporeal.
Okay, but what do you mean, path?
I just these are our street names that connect to each other, and it kind of goes in a pattern like you could walk it.
Okay.
Cricket.
Toko's not the smart one of the group. I'll say that.
We love our resident
She's just like-
Herbo.
Yes.
I see. She does not see at all.
Some do not wish to be
I'm
perceived,
blind.
and some are just
I
not
can
perceiving.
Incapable of perceiving.
he just
Well, I
rolls
mean,
it
my
back
perception's
up.
pretty good, but you know.
Well, it's okay. I will talk to the rest of the group later when we get back.
Oh, yes, okay.
You're obviously still distracted.
She's gonna reach down to grab him.
Oh, he's moving.
You
You probably
It's probably like you chase him all the way back to the,
Goodbye, Sleeve. Have good day.
Oh my
as
God.
eventually back at the inn, you see Kula burst through, followed by Toku chasing him.
Could I add one more pit stop?
Yes.
I would like to go talk to my contact. Is that Mort?
Mert. Yes.
Mert. I was close.
Am I to be dumped off at the inn, or am I coming with you?
Take me with you.
If you want Jehenna's opinion, you've been shot at recently. I don't think Jehenna's gonna suggest you go anywhere alone, but if you know,
So I think it like
she respects you and is like,
If I try to go alone, will I really be alone though?
You can make a stealth check to attempt to slip away unseen.
if you ask her, there's probably gonna be a conversation, but if you're insistent on it, maybe she'll give you a couple blocks. But she won't be in the physical meeting.
I think I've probably mentioned that I'm part of another group. I think she would just say, "I'm going to make a quick stop. Do you mind waiting out here for me?"
Sure.
She'll be at the building where she usually meets him.
Yeah, his mansion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is kind of old and dilapidated. He hasn't really kept it up, but
I'll do my knock.
eventually, Mert answers the door. It's kind of just very large frame and his large mutton chops or something like that.
Burly man.
Yeah, he's a very burly man. No, he's just a very large mustache. That's what it is.
Is he
fur cloak?
a drow?
No, he is human.
Human. Okay. I don't know why I thought he was a drow.
There's a lot of drow.
So many, apparently.
Says, Shahar, come in.
She'll enter.
So, why do you come?
Well, I got a little bit of information. I thought I would stop by and share it with you.
Right.
I'm having a friend take a look at a cipher that I found in the Belanges estate. The stone is moving apparently this month. and Urstel escaped the whatever fraud letters. They were trying to intercept letters and it was thwarted.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been able to get an exact location on him though, but I know him and my boss are working together to get the stone.
Right. Well, see if you can't intercept this stone, wherever it may be going.
It was apparently stolen from Xanthars. Do you know anything about it? There's a lot of people that want it.
Not surprising. I will say I looked into it and we have heard talk about this stone. Apparently has something to do with Daggold Neverember, previous Open Lord.
Do you think his son would know?
Maybe. Then again, we don't. He and Raynor. If you're not aware, Raynor's a Harper.
I think
He and Raynor have been a bit estranged. They haven't talked for a long time, so I doubt he knows where it is or what it is.
Couldn't hurt to ask. I've run into him a couple times. I'll see if I can talk to him. And maybe he has better eyes on something, but okay.
Well,
Thank you.
of course.
Anything else I need to know?
I think not really. I know you got injured the other night. You all right from that?
Yeah, I was lucky. I had a friend there who was able to help.
Good. And report said it was a drow that did it. And Layral is less than pleased. She's not super happy that there seems to be some sort of drow assassins working in the city. She's been looking into that.
Is there anything you want me to see what I can find out?
Try and have that stone when you can. Seems to be important.
If she's looking into drow assassins, we did find out about the almost assassin's brother.
Go on.
He is a double agent, currently one of Xanthar's closer associates. He doesn't leave his quarters. It's underground.
Right.
His name's Gnarl.
Right. So he's a double agent. Who's he a double agent for?
I don't remember the name of the other group. I just know he's not 100% loyal.
Right. Probably this assassins group, whatever you call them.
Yeah.
Well, if that's everything, I've got nothing else for you. See if you can't nab that stone, and yeah, it's the stone really that matters right now.
I'll see what I can do. Have a lovely night, Mert.
You too. And he goes off and kind of starts going about his business as you leave.
I exit.
Alrighty.
Was
Jen's
there-
waiting for you?
Yeah, there was no one trying to follow her.
No.
Just keeping an eye out. Okay.
Anyone looks at Shahara the wrong way is gonna get a psychic knife through the forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Make our way
At
At
back.
one
Deserves.
point,
So
at
you head
some
back.
point, I'm going to remember that I can establish telepathic communication with y'all.
Eventually.
When I remember that, it's gonna be cool. I
But cool
keep
is with
for-
me.
It's only cool. It's not cooler than anything. You challenged me.
Anyway, you all return to the inn. Eventually, you all congregate within the inn once more.
Love you, Colin.
I dropped staples on the ground. I'm really.
I was
worried
trying
I'm
to
gonna
fucking
step-
kill
Oh
Colin.
no!
I dropped a thing of staples on the ground. I'm really worried that I'm gonna. I don't know where they are. I'm gonna step. on
Almost
them.
as dangerous as
Were you
D4s.
trying to take apart staples? Were you opening and closing the stapler? What?
So,
Why did you have
like the
staples?
little like strips of staples. It's fun to just like break them in half.
It is.
Get
I
paper.
agree.
Get paper. Rip up the paper.
But paper makes noise.
That's also fair.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do what I do. Have a plushy friend to cuddle.
I just
scribble.
eat.
As you all congregate, what do you guys want to chat about anything?
So I got this job.
Hey.
Working for who?
Our good friend Isvel, who helped us with the things last night.
Oh, the one with the
She is the
stiletto?
with the shoes. Yes.
Oh, she's
Yes,
nice.
yes.
Sick. Those
She
pockets.
she is friend of the Vil. However, she we might have controversial a possible job. You see, you know your bosses.
Yes.
Remember how the dad is sketchy. Remember that and keep that close to your heart.
Yes.
They apparently have acquired a antiquity that belongs to her disbanded family, and she would like that back.
That sounds right. I can't really defend that. They do that.
Okay, cool. And we can get extra money for any jewels and or jewelry we bring back as well.
That's the controversial part there.
Yeah.
That is, I only promised the thing that was hers. But if we would like any extra money, as I am completely broke and you guys are almost broke, it is an option.
Asking them for money. They would probably. They've helped me out in the past. So
But remember, the man is sketchy. Perhaps he deserves it.
I don't know enough to comment. Not exactly sure what he's up to. I know it's probably not good, but benefit
At
of
the
doubt.
very least, he's the broker of the deal we're trying to stop so that, literal gang war doesn't fucking erupt into this city.
Yes. Okay. So, just about that, I knew that would be like maybe a little strange for you, but also I am not sneaky. I cannot do this on my own. I would immediately be spotted for obvious reasons. So it would have to be a group endeavor. But
What
yes.
item? What are we
Did
looking
not give
for?
What was the item?
She did not
I
say.
She didn't say.
Motherfucker.
presume
We had
What
to
do you
agree
mean
to
she
it
didn't
first.
the job.
say?
She
I
just
think
said
we had
it's
to
something that
agree to it
belongs to
first.
her. You didn't inquire
Yeah.
further.
I feel
Oh
like
my
that's something we learn.
God.
I feel like that's something we learn when we take the job.
Yeah.
I thought we were taking the job. Okay, anyway. Yes. Well, she didn't specify, and I think that's because I seemed hesitant, because I know that they are like your employers. So, she said to come find her.
If I feel 100% comfortable being there with you on the job, but I can help in
That is fine.
ways.
I would never force you to do anything you're not comfortable with doing, especially after you guys just got
give
shot.
you like directions so that it's easier. You don't have to go searching as much.
That would be
and I
wonderful.
can get you guard shifts.
And maybe if the family are out on a lovely little dinner with their favorite singer, that wouldn't hurt too much either.
I could probably arrange something.
Cool. Fantastic.
So I'll see what I can do.
Okay,
Ooh.
perfect.
Call out in the chat.
Okay, fantastic. So, I or a couple of us or I, would need to go meet up with her at her estate and probably get the nitty-gritty details.
Probably wise. Now, do we think Anna would be okay with us just doing a casual heist?
I mean, we are gay.
I mean, yes, but they are law enforcement.
This is true.
She's been
Perhaps we
busy
just
today. We can ask her tomorrow.
That's fair.
yes, maybe we just do not tell her.
I wouldn't. No, she's got to know. The whole group knows.
I know, I figured.
We already stole paintings and silver. She would be okay with us stealing.
We did
some
not
other
steal the
things.
paintings, did we?
We
Yeah,
liberated them.
fully stole them.
Oh,
No, they're
I
from
thought
a
the paintings came
They were
with
from a warehouse that
the
was run by the
store.
Zentarim,
Okay.
so it's like
So does it count as stealing if they were already stolen?
stolen from the stealers.
Repurposed. I
Stolen
like
from
the
the
term
thieves.
repurposed.
Crime is crime.
Yeah.
This is true. It is
Did you
good I
just
am
say
not
I
caught.
miss crime?
Crime is crime.
Oh, I thought you said I miss crime.
No, crime
And
is
I
crime.
was confused.
Listen,
because
I'm a
we
cleric of Luru. I am not a cop. Sorry, I forgot.
I like that we all did it.
Yeah.
Lulu.
Every time I say the word Luru, it's just gonna be like a Pavlovian response.
I feel like it's something that happens in canon too.
Oh no, it does. And that is literally Toko doing that.
No, I mean us like also doing.
All starting to do it.
Pick it
Oh,
up.
great,
we
fantastic.
we don't even worship her, but we're still out here.
It's more a making fun of my friend than a respect for the goddess.
Womp womp womp.
Toko doesn't know the difference.
Yeah.
Or she doesn't care, you know.
Fair.
So yes, possible money. Yes. And nothing else.
I forgetting that there was more information that you specifically didn't want to tell, almost fully in character went, hold on, now the but
You fully can, because Toko said that.
yeah. I need to let you know it's not me as the player saying that. It's just well, hold on, that was
That was suspicious.
Wait a minute.
what do you mean nothing else? So is like kill one of these Belanges? Because I don't think that would be
No murder. No murder
Okay.
involved.
Okay.
She is not a murderer.
Oh, sorry.
cut off early. Anyway, continue.
I'm gonna derail really quick. I met with my contact. So the stone, I did get a tiny piece of information, and apparently the Neveremberers have something to do with it.
The redhead we saved?
Yeah.
Raynor. But it was his father, and they're not close. So Raynor might not know anything, but it can't hurt to ask.
Did Raynor ever like the Xanathar guy who kidnapped the other Floxen?
Yeah.
Did he say something about a stone to which Raynor I feel like this is not like this didn't come as a surprise to me. I felt like this was not
I think
necessarily
Raynor was
new
where you
information.
first heard about the stone.
Okay.
Oh, well then that was my bad memory, and Shahara might not have said that if she already knew that.
He mentioned it in passing, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is more a confirmation than a new information.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to make sure I wasn't crazy. I wasn't like trying to correct
no,
it.
you're good. No, my memory
Okay.
is bad.
Yeah.
Shahara got shot. That's her excuse now for everything.
Yeah. Fair.
Bullet term memory.
The trauma.
And while Toko was very distracted getting that contract,
And Kula like pulls the paper out and unravels it.
I deciphered the cipher.
Oh, excellent. What is it?
There's a little kick to his butt.
Oh,
And he puts it
Smack
up on a
with tail.
table. Yeah, little flick with the tail that has all the bracelets on it, so it's right on the shin bone. Ooh. That's a good sibling hit right there. And he like kind of puts it up on one of our tables and like clambers up and starts kind of pointing out just
these are the different street names, and if you notice here, it is like a path, And if you'll notice, it goes right here next to us. Trollscott Alley.
That's useful.
Okay. Where's the starting and end point? If we were to draw this out on a map.
Booga booga. Give me a moment.
Here and here.
I don't know if that's relevant or not. And you can feel free to send that later if it's going to be a pain to look up.
It starts down at the southern end of the city within the southern ward.
Okay, and we're in the north ward.
And kind of just uses back streets and ends up going through the north ward.
So is the end destination in the north ward, or is it heading more towards Field Ward?
It, from what it seems, it oddly enough seems that as you kind of pick it together and put together the pieces, actually probably pulling out a map of the city and being like, all right, it goes there.
Yeah.
It seems to end right in Troll Skull Alley.
Oh, lovely. Convenient. Convenient, I think, is an actual thing she says in Arthur. Troll Skull Alley looks like it's some sort of dead end. Do we know what's at the edge of that dead end?
I haven't heard of that before.
Troll Skull Alley.
I'm pinging it on the Roll20 map if you're looking.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that was a
it's not like a
roll.
full dead end. The cipher is relatively accurate. It's just a matter of like the last location listed is Troll Skull Alley.
Okay. Cool. So we can keep an eye out for any suspicious parades.
Suspicious parades.
All parades are suspicious.
Yeah, with the right attitude.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
Suspicious parade is my
So does that,
fucking band
the
name.
South Ward, is that like where the docks are? Is that like a known Zentrum?
The southern ward, I don't believe it's a known Zentrum. I mean, kind of anywhere can have Zentrum influence. What is
I just didn't know if there's anything like
the
prominent.
southern ward? Yeah, I think the southern ward is actually one of the relatively southern ward. Or everything's peculiar about this. They convert if you insist on referring to the south ward, they insist on it's called the southern ward. It hosts many of the traveling merchants that visit the city, made of many enclaves, blocks, and streets, primarily occupied by citizens who trace their ancestry to other realms. So this is where you kind of tend. This is so to say, like if you were like in New York, this is where you'd find your Chinatown and whatnot. This is where you get all the different cultures mixing.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
I googled the map, so I was trying to look at it. Okay.
My favorite song, "The Gays Are on the Move" by Suspicious Parade.
Is
Thank
that
you,
a
Egypt.
Fall Out Boy song?
The Gays Are on the Move by Suspicious Parade by Fall Out Boy.
So this is supposed to take place within this month. Do you think it would be beneficial if we took turns taking watch at night, making sure we don't miss this event?
Maybe.
I don't think it
That
would
might
be
make
in the middle
sense.
of the day.
I guess. Cool, you rolled 2 checks at 15, so you could probably get this tiny bit of information at the end too.
Good.
I forgot to mention this. There is like a specific like set of like 3 days at the very end of the cipher, assuming whenever this is going to happen,
Okay. Yeah, he'd be sure to relay that information. Then
and it is
put that
towards the end of the month.
in relation to today. Is that in a week? Is that
We will say it is in 3.5 weeks.
3.5? Okay.
Yeah. That's
Okay, so we got time.
Yeah, we got some time.
Yeah.
We can get through our grand opening. That's all I care
Yeah,
about right
see
now.
through your
Yeah,
grand
I'm like, can we
opening,
can we
do
at least
other
open
side
the inn?
stuff? Yeah.
Yes, excellent.
Cool. Okay. Redacted. My last question.
Wonderful.
Interesting.
Okay.
So then-
we can ask Anar about the couple of plans that we have, how we want to approach Gnarl, and
Yeah.
this job.
Yeah, fair. Anything? Any other information from Mr. Zord? I'm trying to remember. I don't think so. I think it was more the talking about. I think Jenna's gonna say. So the idea that my boss may have pitched is potentially revealing this Gnarl as a sort of agent to Xanathar and seeing maybe that might get him out of the way. Maybe we could get a couple questions in. Hopefully, get a couple questions in. But it would get him out of the way, and it would, keep us out of super hot water with the Xanathar's guild. Maybe.
That could work in our favor. That would be
Yep.
better than sneaking in, I think. Far less dangerous. And would take
Yeah.
care of the problem in case he is involved with something.
Fair enough. Yeah.
You guys have all discussed your various matters and whatnot. I'll say right now, the events of the day, it's probably getting towards nighttime, so you'll retire and meet up with Anar in the morning. And I think that's where we'll end the session for this week.
Hey,
A lot of information revealed, a lot of possible plans, a lot of things to do.
a lot of
No more
legwork.
Toko bullying.
It's
There was-
only done with love.
There was a lot of
though.
bullying everyone today, except me.
Only
'Cause I'm
some
amazing.
deserved it. Okay. Only some deserved it.
Alrighty.
Anar was gone for one session, and everyone decided to bully Shahar.
Oh, they knew.
So-
You all knew. You knew.
Some end of stream announcements. If you want to support the channel, you can sub on Twitch. You get some emotes, which are made by Cole right here on the stream. They're great. They're awesome. You can also support us on Patreon. Gets you access to the tabletop media supplements and monthly media recommendations, as well as character journals. If you're a Twitch sub, you also get those benefits, including the entire backlog of all of those. So another reason to Twitch sub. This week's media club goes up, which is our monthly list of anything and everything our cast and staff have been into. It's just a good place to get recommendations for new and old media. You can follow us on Twitter at Rule of War, or join our Discord, !Discord in the chat. That is a great way to engage and support with the community, as well as that's where you're going to get the first announcements. That's almost always where announcements get sent first, is in the Discord. So good place to stay if you want to keep up to date. And yeah, alrighty. Outros. We'll go reverse order, starting with Aaliyah.
Oh, okay. Sure. Hi, I'm Leah. I'm that geeky artist on Twitter and Twitch. I'm also on another game on Sundays, well, every other Sunday, including this Sunday, called Oops All Barovians, a twist on the Curse of Strahd game with, the obvious twist, we're all Barovians. It's usually at 6:30 EST at R. Derek P. Come hang out, have fun, see a Himbo Grave Cleric have a crisis. All that good stuff.
Alrighty. Lily.
Hi, I'm Lily at Lillianapolis on Twitter. Be sure to follow me. Keep paying special attention for the upcoming week. Hopefully, I'll have something fun to announce. But other than that, you can find me this Thursday, probably around 9 p.m. Eastern, on another D&D game. at Night Raider Tea is in the beverage on Twitch. And other than that, just here to support my friends and follow me on Twitter to see me yell about my friends.
Mood.
Woo!
Draku.
Hey, I'm Draku. You can find me on Twitter at Draku, but you can find me on Twitch at Draku3690. I'm a variety streamer, and I've been focusing on Destiny 2 lately, but I keep promising I'm going to go back to actual variety soon. Probably not, but that's the plan. But yeah, y'all can catch me any of those online places, and yeah, that's me.
Alrighty. Cole.
Hey, howdy, bye. I'm Cole. You can find me at Cole Moriel on Twitter. I am an artist, so I do art things, although I haven't really been doing that lately because quarantine brain is real. You can catch me usually over on Friends Who Roll Dice, which, speaking of Friends Who Roll Dice, currently this month we are Friends Who Roll for Austin. We are doing some charity games happening on Fridays. We have a whole bunch of really cool guests and GMs, and we're going to be sending some relief to Austin after the storm that happened. So be sure to check out the channel. And times have been really rough, so if obviously money's really tight, but if you do have even just $1 to spare, a little goes a long way. Hashtag roll with your heart. And yeah, you can catch me there on Mondays and here on Tuesdays.
Alrighty. Hi, I'm Colin at Colin_C_Kelly on Twitter. I'm the GM here. And I do mainly just this right now. Oh, and my podcast, Wayward Expeditions, that I'm a part of. Pathfinder, Res the Rune Lords podcast. Episodes go live weekly on Mondays. Wait, it's Mondays. The link to that is in my bio. Literally, I put the link to pretty much all the things I do in my bio. That's what check out. I've also published a couple of things, and I'm working on some stuff. And yeah, working on stuff, and I can't really say more. But yeah, also Liv's not here, but go watch Liv. Liv's great.
Follow Liv at Live in a Day.
Tomorrow, Black Void
Yes.
on Weave the Tale.
And I know
She's had a couple big announcements on her Twitter.
Also that.
Yes.
Super Idols RPG.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Oh, I was wondering when that was going to happen. Yes, I love
Alrighty,
it.
but otherwise, Infinite Horizon tomorrow at
Space
the
Day.
time.
Space Day.
the
Space,
time.
space, space.
I'm always at 10,
Nice.
6 p.m. Pacific. 6 p.m. Pacific. Be there. Watch it. Good. But otherwise, see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Love y'all.
Bye.